Thank you guys for tuning in. Go ahead and share the stream to somebody who may be looking forward to hearing this discussion. Got an excellent show here for you guys. We're going to be talking about when a man wants you, but not monogamy. So that's the main topic. The first half is going to consist of why high status women still struggle in dating. The second half is when a man wants you, but not monogamy. So that's how we're going to break it down. Y'all ready for this discussion?
Yep.
All right. For the icebreaker, we're going to go ahead and open it up. This lady. We've seen her before on TikTok. She's talking about Megan Thee Stallion and Klay Thompson, and she had a perspective. So we're going to go ahead and react to that, and then we'll go ahead and get into the main discussion. So here we go.
Question, and I need you to answer fast. Where's Taylor Swift list? Where's her meme? Where's Ariana Grande's meme? Where's Kim Kardashian's meme? No, because I need to know, especially Taylor Swift, because when Travis Kelce ended up getting with her, all I kept hearing was that he upgraded. Right, and before you say it's her money, y'all said that men don't care about money. He already got money, so why would he care about a woman that got money? Again, make sure you answer right, because I'm trying to figure out, this woman has a history of a lot of men in the industry that she's allegedly been with. Where is her meme? Why were men not encouraging him not to marry her? Why no man was saying that Ariana Grande don't deserve for nobody to take her serious? She be taking people men, allegedly. All right, what's Kim Kardashian had a whole sex tape. I didn't see y'all telling Kanye don't wife it. And even if you did, it wasn't nothing like what y'all doing with Meg. At this point, I'm going to have to believe that this is because she's black. And I hate to go that route. Right, I truly hate to go that route, because when the women was going around saying that y'all actually hate black women, I wanted to believe that they was playing or they was lying. But at this point, I can't deny the truth of what I'm saying. It feels like a lot of y'all self-esteem is so low, you feel so insufficient when it comes to other men, that it's like you need somebody else that you feel like that's lower than you that you can bully on. Not to say that I feel like as a black woman, I'm lower than you. You think that black women are lower than you, and therefore you want to bully them. Like I said before in another video, when y'all talk about accountability, that's not what you're actually looking for. You're looking for indefinite suffering. That's what you're looking for. You're not looking for the women to acknowledge what they did wrong and work to do better. Because when they do that, you still tell them, I don't really care that you try to do better with your life. You still deserve to suffer for the decision that you already made. So indefinite suffering is what you want. You believe the black woman's plight is to suffer, no matter what it is that she did that you don't agree with. So at that point, that's bullying. That's bullying, all right? And I got a real bad problem with the fact that you can make a meme like this for her, but I ain't seen no non-black woman get the same energy when it comes to the men that they done slept around with.
All right, man. Y'all heard what she had to say. It just seems to be a mockery being made of black women suffering. What do you guys thoughts about this?
It's not black women suffering. It's black whores, black hoes, black trifling, black, those black women. It's not all black women. It's just the ones that are like her. She said nobody made fun of Kim Kardashian. Yes, the fuck we did. Everybody made fun of. Only person that Kim Kardashian has dated that didn't get roasted was Ray J, because Ray J literally made her with his dick. Everybody else that came behind that got roasted for marrying her, Kanye included. They could make one for Taylor Swift, but Taylor Swift, because she's had a bunch of niggas too. She's got a long dating history track record. However, none of them ended this way. You know, the ones that did, she made songs about, sold tens of millions of records for, and moved on, and now she's engaged to somebody else. Like that whole, well, why are you making fun of black women thing? It just gets old. And I think some of these female content creators are just trying to ride that wave now. Like, I don't think that anybody who did any research on the topic at hand would have still made this video the same way had they done their research beforehand.
All right. What you think, Jay?
Yeah, I think so. I think so too. I think the thing is, the fact that she's black, I think that that's just what she's focused on. And maybe that's just what she sees, but I agree. Everybody else made fun, said things and about the other people. But I also think that, and when Megan was with Klay, I didn't really hear too many people complain about why is he with her. It's not until after the fact. I didn't really hear that too much. But I think that the other thing is too, when people look at who you wife, the person who's, popping their ass and, the way she dances and her music, the WAP this and all that, like, it's hard to really take somebody serious in that wife perspective. Yeah.
All right, go ahead, Trev.
All right, so the whole Taylor Swift thing are kind of getting away because she apparently had 12 confirmed frags, right? So that's one thing.
It's a frag.
I mean, she's partners or whatever, right? So she has like 12. However, Taylor Swift is not part of our culture. I don't think that there's a single person on this panel who knows 3 Taylor Swift songs, but I bet you we can name a few Megan Thee Stallion songs, right? So that's the problem, right? She's not relevant in our world. We don't really care. And if you watch the media from the other side, they do give her her fair share of licks. And it's not because Megan Thee Stallion is black. It's because people just really don't mess with her. And the reason why they don't is because she's a professional victim, right? Like, and no matter what the situation is, who the hell are you to put this whole situation out? Why do you want to make it public? Whatever your dealings is behind closed doors should stay there. There's no reason for you to put it on your stories to make it a media frenzy and then get mad when people roast you. When you deliberately put your things in the public eye, then that's what you're going to get. That's what you deserve. If you want to go ahead and put things out there, then what else do you expect? This is what we're going to do. People don't like her because of what she does, what she represents, and that's just what it is. It's not because she's black. It's because she is promoting exactly everything that men have a great disdain for about women. She is the embodiment of that, right? The promiscuous nature, the hell with dudes. Like, she pretty much objectifies men in her music and are completely disrespected. We're never going to like her. Sorry, Megan Thee Stallion, we're not going to like you. And the first chance that we get to go ahead and say City Boys Up, we will, because this is how we feel about you. Not because you're black, because of everything else that I just mentioned. And until people come to grips with that, then we're just going to continue to perpetuate the idea of her being a perpetual victim.
So, Trev, would you say that people should keep their relationships off of social media? I know Megan Thee Stallion is a famous artist, but outside of her, for the average person, would you recommend keeping their relationship off the internet?
Absolutely. Absolutely. Unless you were prepared for the backlash that comes with it, you and your partner. I don't think that Klay Thompson wanted any part of this, right? He's not saying a bunch of nonsense in his stories, right? He's just keeping it pro. So unless you and your significant other have agreed that you are going to be in the limelight, then you it's understood that people are going to see you pop out sometimes. People are like, oh, damn, look, they broke up. But it would never have been to this point unless you start to put things out there like that. They could have just kept it quiet, kept it cute, and it wouldn't have been this issue. And I would answer the question, absolutely. Keep it to your damn self.
I think it's mandatory to keep it to yourself when you dating a hoe or when you dating somebody that has fucked 15 different niggas that are famous, because now all of those niggas they fucked have millions of fans that know that they cracked. So now, if you look at Megan's roster of niggas, they got 200 something million fans combined. And they all know that she's fucked all of these different niggas. And a lot of people don't like Megan because of what she did to Tory Lanez. So anytime you get to see the villain who's been winning, getting away with winning, not being held accountable, any chance somebody get to take it down, like to knock them down a peg, they're gonna take it. And this one just happened to be because she got dead how she got dead. And the craziest part though is that nobody is talking about Klay's side. Like the videos he put out, the response he put out, no one talks about that because they don't want to address his side to it, because then it makes them have to either one, intentionally choose to be ignorant and stay in this victim costume they love so much as black women, or they'd have to take that mantle off and be like, well, yeah, that bitch deserved that.
Hey, you want to give a little bit of context as far as what Klay has said? I saw the boat when he came, was celebrating the boat, but what did he say?
Something like she was saying that she needed $700,000 a month for like maintenance and upkeep and shit. That's $8.4 million a year. Just for people who bad at math. Then that she's got also allegedly had dealt with one of his teammates right now. It's a lot going on. And then he said, I cheated, as if to imply that she did. The difference is men don't get out here and talk about this type of stuff because I guess biologically speaking, we don't like being victims. It makes us look bad. We want to take our L's in silence. Women want to take their L's in public because they get sympathy, support, and commiseration with other hoes. So, and she did this as I feel bad. Maybe I can get some sympathy because everybody's turning on me because I put a nigga in jail for no reason. Yeah, you just like the information is out there, but people are only going to listen to what makes them feel good. And these hyenas, Megan is a role model.
Wait, so what happened with the $700K a month? I heard about that, but is that like legitimate? What do we?
That's what she said. Like they had a conversation about it, and then that's what stems.
Wait, hold on. Who said that?
He said that she was asking for 700 when he did that IG live that he took down.
Okay.
And she asked, and then that was what stemmed the conversation. Well, you know what? I don't know about being monogamous. Like
so it was an IG live that was removed. I gotta see that shit. Like somebody gotta resurface that motherfucker. But what about to say?
I got you. Check it. Give me a second.
Yeah. I think this shit is so crazy. I hate shit like this. Like, what are you talking about? Like, we not white. What the fuck? Like, I don't know who she fucked. I don't know the niggas that she fucked. Like, I probably see them in movies occasionally. We don't pay attention to that type of shit. Like, I don't know. We don't know what's going on with her. Like, worry about Megan. Worry about the girls, in our, the black women. Stop always bringing, like, people always got to bring other people inside of. They obsessed with white people, yo. I'm telling you, they is obsessed with white people. Mind your business. We talking about Megan Thee Stallion. And I think the problem, this is the thing about Megan Thee Stallion, and it's a problem like when we avoid all types of accountability, it's not just that you fuck niggas, right? It's who you fuck. Like you fuck niggas who don't respect you, and now me, if I'm your nigga, they don't respect me, right? Because now I'm a dude, and that nigga was out there defending you. For one, every single body that people are putting on you, they can't even trust you to say if to verify it or not because you already lied on public TV about a body, right? So if they say you fuck Ben Simmons and you say, oh no, I didn't, bitch, I don't believe you. I'm gonna just go because you be lying about bodies, right? So it's like they can't trust you to clear up a rumor. And on top of that, you fucking niggas who is telling the world, yeah, I fucked Megan last night. I hit that bitch in the car. Like, that bitch topped me. Like, you got niggas who respect you so little that they walking around and they telling people, Moneybag, yo, I remember seeing a post, he said your pussy stink. Like, you're fucking men who don't respect you, and that's even worse than just fucking men. Like, it's a difference, right? I can understand how over time, like, that shit might have got to Klay. Not saying that's what happened, but you start hearing shit. You thought that you could deal with it. Motherfuckers is telling you shit. They showing you shit. Like they got interviews where fucking academics is saying like, yo, you and Tori was fucking her at the same time. The baby leaned back like, hey man, like that shit is crazy to have your bitch being talked about in interviews about how she getting fucked and all that type of shit. I don't know. This is not the same. And I think like it's not even just her music because I got respect for JT and they make the same type of music. I only know she fucked with Uzi for the longest time. We can't put the same jacket on JT that we put on Megan. Megan deserve, like Megan, she, you know, she made that bitch, she got lay in it.
You saw you heard the video, the song that her other ex-boyfriend put out.
Oh yeah, the party. That nigga's a dweeb. Now he looks stupid because he tried to defend you.
Yeah.
Like him looking crazy, trying to defend you. That shit is crazy. And I believe people can change and all that type of stuff, but I just think when we just avoid it and act like, oh, we gaslight us to act like we being fucking crazy, that shit is embarrassing. Like as a man, like if that's, and women are different from men, so we value things differently. There are certain things that a man can do that can embarrass a woman to other women that we can't comment on because we don't know, because we're not women. This doing what she's done can embarrass the fuck out of a man. It's embarrassing her, like, so to act like y'all don't understand, it's just, you know, it's crazy.
Let's go ahead and get Keisha the intro right now.
So I'm with everybody else, to be honest. But I think that Megan kind of, well, I get right. So he's supposed to cheat. He went on there, like Trev said. The relationship was already public anyway when the good things was happening, right? And then now that something bad technically happened and she cheated, I think that, in my opinion, I think she thought she was different, for lack of better words, than everybody else or every other woman. I think she thought that, well, because I'm who I am, I'm sexy, I'm this, I'm giving head on headstand, whatever she was doing, that was enough to keep him, you know. And I don't know if he really cheated or not. I'm just going off of obviously her allegations. And I think sometimes that as women, we think that because of our value, net worth, whatever it is enough to keep someone, and it's not. So yeah.
All right, go ahead.
I just feel like too. Oh, go ahead.
No, go ahead. Finish.
It was my second thought. It was coming in. It was, but I also be thinking like I wrote some notes when you said it that value doesn't always equal compatibility either. You know, just because both of them technically supposed to be rich, that don't mean they were compatible for each other in that sense. And I think that us as the fans or whoever else on the outside looking at it like, wow, I can't believe, you know, he cheated. You know, that's what most of the women are saying. I can't believe, you know, all that because of what they see, the persona that social media gives, right? We talked about that before. Everybody wants to look like they're doing good until they ain't. And so now everybody's wondering like, well, you know what? Yeah, I think she just thought she was different. And, you know, so.
Now, if he thought Megan was different, he's stupid.
And I like saying that. I got to start saying it.
He's dumb if he thought Megan was different than what she had proven herself to be up until the point she got with him. I don't think that Klay Thompson is dumb enough to think that. I think that Klay Thompson did what niggas do. Find a bitch he think is bad, somebody he been looking at for a while because, you know, he been seeing her. I'm like, oh, yeah, I crack, and got an opportunity to crack and did the things that niggas want to do when they want to crack somebody. The whole, you know, make her feel comfortable, didn't treat her like a hoe, didn't treat her like the rest of these niggas did, took him around his family, even though he had the same intentions as every one of those other niggas. Like, that's what she gets.
I'm not fully mad at Klay because I think that he enjoyed the last year. I think Megan looked like a fun time. And I hope that he enjoyed the last year and had a lot of fun with her. But I don't know what happened. I don't know if and I don't condone cheating on nobody. He got into a relationship, and I'm pretty sure they had an agreement to some degree that they was gonna be, you know, exclusive or whatever. So I don't condone that. He wrong for that. However, a lot of people don't know how to really be honest with other people, and sometimes like him cheating might have been his scapegoat, or like, let me do this and kind of get out of this situation. I'm kind of having second thoughts or whatever. And also she said Kim K. Niggas ate fucking Kanye up for fucking with Kim K, for marrying that girl.
Pause.
I'm sorry, yeah, pause. They you know, they tore him up for getting serious with that girl. And also the difference is she married like 5 of them niggas. So like 5 of them niggas gave her a ring in order to get that box. So it's just a little bit different. I know she had the sex tape when she was young, and that shit was like that shit was like a plan or something. But that still ain't the same. I still think what Meg doing is worse. Like what her recent, like, I think is worse because the nigga she fucking.
I mean, and she didn't get a ring out of it, so Megan was fucking for free.
Fucking for free, like drunk, getting lit, pool parties, all that type of shit.
Kim Kardashian got more rings than Klay Thompson.
That's a fact.
Yeah, but here's the thing, like, I get like your past, you know, it matters, you know, especially when you're dating and you want to take somebody's, you know, somebody wants to take you serious, or, you know, you want a serious relationship. Like, your reputation is everything, you know, but we don't know the kind of relationship they had. I mean, we only see what is shown, and it looks like Mott's saying, it looks like a fun time. It doesn't seem like that it was such a negative relationship. I didn't see anything negative that she posted until afterwards. And maybe she is so high maintenance. Maybe that was the straw that broke the camel's back. We don't even know that. So I think that, like, it's really hard to be able to, like, prove that, you know, you're not this person anymore. And I'm not saying that she is or isn't, but she seemed like she was really genuinely, you know, liking him, had wanted to take it to the next level with him. She, you know, she was serious about the relationship, and it showed in the things that she was doing as far as family, cooking, and, you know, all that stuff. But we're just assuming that, you know, it was because of, we're just assuming that she wasn't like a good girlfriend or whatever the case is. I just think that, like, maybe there's other issues that they had, or maybe it was high maintenance, or, you know, they could have had a decent relationship just because of her past. You don't think that somebody, if they were a hoe in the past, or they fucked a lot of guys, that they could ever move past that?
Hell yeah, I think so. I think they could have. I think she could have been a great woman in that relationship. She could have cooked. She could have cleaned. She could have listened to everything that he said. She could have been there and available to him, and it just still don't matter, right? I think a lot of niggas' wives is hoes, and I think they being wives, and I think they doing wife shit. However, it's okay to just say we don't like hoes. You can turn them into a housewife. It'll work, right? I know a lot of hoes don't cheat. I know a lot of us think they do, but a lot of hoes just be hoes when they free, and when they get into a relationship, they single. I mean, when they get into a relationship,
nigga, that's the problem. Like, a hoe cheating is just the second bad thing. The hoe is a hoe. That's number one. That's the first bad thing. Like, a hoe that cheats, she's just audacious at that point. Like, you're being greedy now. You got to do, and you used to be a hoe, and you're gonna cheat. Like, that's different. That's crazy. But
all right, so we agree. We're cool.
Why you
but
think
about, like, okay, it is a flex in a sense,
because that, again, you used to be a hoe, and now you represent him. There is nothing about that that's gonna make her a good wife. No nigga, unless one of y'all gonna tell me I'm lying. Do y'all want your wife to have been a hoe?
Hold on, but
hey,
you
Willie,
know the context of what I mean.
Hold on, I want to ask Willie this question real quick, because he said the word hoe. Like, what makes a woman a hoe?
Being with a bunch of niggas.
Oh, okay. What do you consider a bunch of niggas? Like, give me a number.
Well, technically, you can't. Your pair bonding is impacted after 4. So I'll be gracious and say,
what?
Your pair bonding is impacted after your 4th dick. So I'll be gracious and say, past 8, you're entering hoe territory.
Okay, so is it safe to say that most women that we know today, around our age,
1,000,000%, 1.4 niggas, 1.4 dicks a year. So yeah, you're right.
So are you insinuating that most
majority of women are hoes? Yes, I've said that on. I'll down that hill. That's not anything. It's not the first time I've said it. I'll say it again. The majority of women out here, especially the ones in this conversation that are taken up for, bothered by us talking to her, are whores, and they get mad when, like, whores are more hive-minded than Beyonce fans are, because if you talk about one hoe, you're talking about all of them. So now if we're pointing out this girl being with 12, 13 known super niggas, and these chicks being with 25, 30 unknown niggas, they feel bad because now they're like, well, damn, Big Boss knows she sucked 40 dicks the past 2025. and we talking about Megan a hoe for she fucking with 12 niggas, then she feel bad. It's not a big deal. This shit ain't hard.
For me, JR, I don't think it's the number. I think it's more so the standards. I think a woman without standards for her sexual, being sexual is a hoe. Like, so for example, you can have 7 bodies, but I just think a hoe is somebody who do what she want when she want it. So if I take you, if I come and I get your number and you like, oh, I can fuck you tonight if I want to, then I think you a hoe. I think it's all like mindset. I think it's all like you just not having standards and boundaries when it comes to that. I wanted to fuck you today, I'll fuck you today. You can have less bodies than somebody who has standards and is like, yo, I'm not fucking you unless you invest in me, right? The other one who doesn't have the boundaries is the hoe to me.
I don't know, cuz. All right, so look, let's be realistic about this. If a woman is 44, right?
Mm-hmm.
How old is Megan?
Probably like 30, almost, maybe around that, a little bit younger, maybe. I don't know.
Give her 30. Give her 30. Just to,
so if she been dating, I now take her off the table, right? I'm just using her age because I'm not even going anywhere. But if she been dating for like 16 years and she was in a relationship every 9 months and then took 9 months to get over that shit and then tried to restart.
Right.
And then she waited 9 months, like, all right, let me get to know this nigga, and it don't work out. You still saying she a hoe after that?
Yeah, so yes, because again, women, you don't have to fuck every nigga you date. And that's something that we've told women on this very platform, that just because you dating somebody doesn't mean you're supposed to fuck them. And the hoes on the platform have said, how you know they was fucking just because they was dating? So using the same logic the hoes gave us, if she's not doing that, she's not fucking everybody that she's dating, then she probably wouldn't have the mouth she does. However, it's a meme out. You can see it. And then the guy who put that meme out has like the links to articles of them being together, all of that other shit. So of course, she sounds like a hoe.
I don't think we can really use her as a barometer per se. Sure, she displays those type of I guess that persona of the hoedom, right? So that's the thing, but we know that that's a character. And what we should understand is that certain, like almost any woman that you put in front of those like what will he say, super niggas, they going. It is what it is. And we can't that just because a woman is of a certain status, that her attraction to one of those dudes is still not going to be crazy. Because if you look at Derek Jeter's roster, you can see what the hell he got under his belt, and he had like straight up, like his list is crazy. Just go look his list up, and these are all women that dudes will die for, but they still going when it came to Derek Jeter. So I think that we'd have to take a look at how she would act around average people, because when you put them in front of those, quote unquote super niggas, it's a serious issue when you try to weigh that.
Trip, yeah. And to stress that point, if you think about it, the men that they talk that niggas is not like, oh, I met you, you did everything I wanted, and you was beautiful, I fall in love, and we're gonna keep it going. That's not how that shit really be working. With like in that community of just like some of the most beautiful women you could find around like sports entertainment, XYZ, those women do actually be trying to like do their number. They like cooking for they're willing to try to do anything, but niggas don't be ready to settle down. And the real like L that they taking is just being attracted to niggas that's not ready to settle down. That don't necessarily mean that they hoes are bad women. It just mean they ran into it. Hold on a second, baby. Thank you. That's beautiful. I'm on the computer. That don't necessarily mean that they that hold on, make sure that they're women. They're promiscuous. Go in the other room. Go in the room with your mom. That don't necessarily mean that they promiscuous like that. It just like the men that they attracted, and the niggas like not to be waiting around 9 months. You worth $100 million. You got all the women you want. You gonna wait around like to date in that realm, it's kind of the rules is a little different. And
you agree with my point? You agree with the point I was making, or about it just kind of like their boundaries and their standards for what do you feel about that?
I'm saying we talking about top 0.0000001 genetic niggas, top 0.0000001 financial niggas, top 0.00001 social, and then it's not realistic to expect a single woman not to mess with these dudes if she's in proximity of them. It's just I don't think it's realistic.
The reason why it's not realistic is because we've made being hoes okay. It's acceptable now. That's the only reason why. They give a fuck who she's around. A woman who's not a hoe is not gonna fuck unless she she doesn't want to fuck unless she's a hoe. Like hoes have boundaries of hoes. So you pointed out, right? You said she's been with the top whatever percent niggas. Cool, right? Do you know how many women are around rich niggas who's not out here fucking and giving up neck like that? And then also you saw DJ Academics live. He said niggas have heard saved in their phone is 2 cups of hen, and it's stories going around being all the taking is 2 cups of hen. And the crazy, and we all know if you
that's right. Look. So again, I take it off of her. Really, I want to be sure we understand. Mm-hmm. I was talking to the earlier point of because I don't think it's realistic to expect a woman over 38, 40 to only have been with one person or 2 people or 3 people and have actually lived a life. That was my initial point. Now, if you want to talk about Megan Thee Stallion getting drunk and doing dinos, yeah, okay, I see what y'all saying. Like, yeah, I ain't got no argument there. Like, that's not my argument. I was addressing
Megan Thee Stallion's body count would be lower if she was a regular chick.
It'd be probably higher.
No,
it'd be higher than giraffe pussy.
Yeah, it'd probably be higher. It probably you probably don't know what it is now.
And honestly, she in Houston.
You probably don't know what it is now. But let me ask you this. But this is my initial point, Willie. Though you don't think that women try their hardest to get in a relationship with these men? If they could, they would take themselves off the market and do exactly whatever the man was asking, and then live out their life as the best possible women they could be. Do you not believe that that's what's happening?
I don't think any hoes would. I think good women will and do.
I think the hoes would.
I think a lot of hoes, the reason why they are hoes is because they don't bring any other value to men, so they have to lead with their sex.
That's not true.
No disrespect. Look at Megan. What do you think that she brings to a nigga at home?
I just saw a video of her cooking a whole Thanksgiving spread and setting that shit out and doing all this other shit. So she definitely brought something. I mean, she cooked.
You see everybody's best self when it's a camera in front, but like in the private moments, what do you think that she brings to a regular nigga?
Honestly, I think she has a chaotic archetype, and I think that she probably create drama and all type of crazy shit floats around with her. So using her as the example, you're gonna win because you can't really argue.
Hold on. Are we being fair by saying what do you think she brings in private, right? Because it's very possible that she could be a really funny girl, but she could be a really like a girl that's like, yo, whatever you want, I'm on. Like, oh, you talking about this business? Let's do it. Like, she could be very supportive.
It's not probable though, because her persona alone proves it's not probable. She can have 6 fucking toes.
We can't do that, really.
No, I think she do all that with
it. Ain't no fucking way you niggas.
I mean, Willie, that could be a front though, just like how we often see people do stuff just to get.
It is possible, but is it probable? Like, if you want to talk about what's possible, the bitch got 9 toes on each foot. Like, she got web hands. That's
Willie. Look, we saying it's so. This is the argument that I'm making. I think I'm making the same argument. It's real probable. And I would bet money that everything that Klay or a man that she wanted, she was doing that shit. I think she probably was trying to be as supportive as possible. She talked about dealing with the mental illness or whatever, the mood swings and all that.
Mood swings.
Right. It said she's autistic too, on top of that.
You say he is or she is?
He said she was autistic. So again, bro, like what we talking about right now?
We gotta get sure in there too, y'all.
Okay, let me just say this last one, y'all. You gotta understand my argument. I'm saying that when women want men, they be doing the most for that man. And then if the man has the most options, it's a good chance that won't be enough, or she'll have another characteristic that isn't necessarily making her a hoe or a bad woman. It's just something that's annoying as fuck to him. If, in my honest opinion, I think she probably drink too much, get loud, and she's chaotic. Like, in the moments when she not really like chill, she loud and he might not like that shit. She might be embarrassing in different ways, and she might have like a too much of an energy that don't resonate with his spirit. But he tried because he might have initially liked her, and then he was like, man, I can't deal with this shit no more for whatever reason.
Everybody like ratchet shit for a little while. Like, you know what I'm saying? That ratchet hood bitch shit is cool until you take the bitch out in public. I think we all know that.
I think we do ourselves.
Hold on, we got to get True in there, y'all. We got to get True in there. Go ahead, True.
Oh, nah, y'all was doing your thing, but I do want to jump in there because I'm dissecting this conversation, right? And we it seems like we moved past the meme, but what I'm hearing, and I'm doing my best to interpret what y'all saying. Are we saying, as the brothers of the community, that we are to not have expectations of the women of the community past a certain age for their sexual past and how they conducted themselves in the open dating market? Because Klay Thompson, we're not Klay Thompson. None of us will be. I think, Marcus, you may have been the only one on this panel that was close to that type of notoriety. However, for us regular, just mere mortals, people listening, to us live, are we saying as a community that she's 25 plus, you can expect her to come with 20 plus, 30 plus bodies, and that should be standard, and dudes should just be okay with that?
No, true. We're saying that it has to be adjusted for age. We're saying that that's all, right? If you're 18, your body count should reasonably be different from when you're 45. That's all we're saying.
So should it be adjusted for age for men to not have to be established when they're young?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, like when you're young,
Absolutely.
Listen, Jay, even if I thought you really believed that, you'd be the first woman on the internet to say that out loud.
I think the
Well,
challenge.
I mean, but that's like, how does that not make sense?
I think you just heard True argument, and now he got to dig himself out of that hole.
Nah. My argument, I think, is strong because, see, I don't agree for the adjustment of age. I think to admit you're adjusting it of age, you've already subscribed to the fact that she's going to be out here, that her choices sexually are just going to be wide and open based on her age merely, meaning that we've subscribed as a community to a dating culture. Because if we're talking about relationships, then we need to change the whole trajectory of the conversation and talk about what it is now. What you dudes used to get was chastity. That's what you got. I don't think women of the past were necessarily more talented than the women of today. I just think that you knew that you didn't have to follow up from other, demons before and so on and so forth. Now they're bringing bodies, they're bringing bad experiences, they're bringing other people's children, and you're saying that the dudes now got to be better for less caliber of women because of their age?
No, I'm not making that argument at all. But True, let me ask you this. I think y'all might not understand our argument. So have the women you've been in a relationship with all been pretty decent women? What's the shortest relationship you've been in?
You must have had a lot.
A year and a half, right?
About a year
Okay.
and a half, yeah.
Is it possible that woman then went on to another relationship? She was a decent woman, right?
Yeah, for sure.
Healed for maybe 3, 4, 5 months, went in another relationship for another year and a half, 2 years.
Okay.
If she's been doing this since 18, how many men does that equal by 40?
Well, I get what you're presenting. I think relationships is cool. If we're going to do that, even if that was a short thing, but if we're going to do a year and a half, for sake of math, let's say 2 years. I think most dudes can respect you was trying to attach to something solid, but that's not what we're dealing with. The open marketplace is not every guy she's dealing with is a relationship. Most dudes she's dealing with get the box before he even know her last name, or even know her FICO, before he even know her favorite color. So that's reality. She may have 4 or 5 relationships and have 35 dicks in the process. So you're feeding
But that ain't relationships.
You say what? They what?
4 or 5 relationships, all those relationships, like
That's the problem. If you got 35 dicks and you can only get 4 niggas to commit to you, that means you running at a 14% clip. You fucking nugget life in dating. If that's the case, if you fuck 35 niggas and you only run relationships with 4, that's crazy. And that's why True's argument is so strong. Y'all are giving women the example, say, okay, well, she got with you and then got with somebody else. That's not how it works. The majority of these women are having sex outside of relationships, not in them, because they're hoping the sex they're giving men will lead to a relationship. And momentarily it might. For 30
I 1000% agree. I just think that
90 days, it might lead to a relationship then. But what it doesn't lead to is anything long term. Do you know how many times somebody can have a 30-day relationship in a year? 12 times.
That's our point, Willie. We was saying it. So is a woman trying to get a relationship a hoe because she's trying to get a relationship?
No, she's a hoe because she had sex with a bunch of niggas. That's what makes her.
What we're saying. I get you, and I hate that I got to make this argument in regard to this specific woman. So I hope we taking this off of her.
We can get off of her because
No, I'm saying anybody that's listening that is whatever bad faith listening and not hearing that. I'm not speaking specifically to her. I'm saying that in my opinion, right? I think it's idealism. Ideally, every man meets a virgin and then they move forward and they had a fairy tale, and that's the story.
I don't even think that's ideal now, because that used to be the ideal.
I'm just gonna give you whatever y'all want to say as far as chastity, right? If men say they want virginity, right? Like they want nothing, then okay, I'm gonna give y'all that. But in reality, people not living in bubbles. Like people got lives going on, they got relationships happening, they got all type of other shit. And I'm not saying one-offs and one-night stands and club, all that shit ain't happening. I'm just saying, if we gonna call every woman that had sex with more than 4 men a hoe,
I said, hey,
there's no one in the world today. Like niggas not real just go on the island and live.
Why are we ignoring the idea that women typically agree to casual sex with men that they are highly attracted to? There are plenty of women that will have casual sex. This is a regular thing. So we can't act like they're trying to be in a relationship with everyone they decide to sleep with. That's false. Most women are having casual sex.
But that's the problem. What I'm speaking to, I'm over here on my side, right? Because clearly there's somewhat of a consensus. It sounds like we're saying that men that don't have high status, right, can't command the highest level of a woman's decorum, which I aggressively disagree with, because what once was relationships prior to internet, prior to everything else, was men knew he was getting a fresh product. No longer is that the case. Now we're saying that if she's 32, you can expect that she done been in 30, 40, maybe even 50 plus odd casual interactions. And I'm saying that's dangerous, because you're literally telling men this is what is. I don't agree with that. I think that there should be a change in conversation then, because if that is truly the landscape, then we need to stop this whole seriousness and longevity and all of those things. You're not going to get that, because we're still doing the thing. We're doing more of the thing than we once were. And we're getting women who are the reason why I think they react in the way they're reacting is because Megan represents what they ultimately want. They want to be able to throw you trash and still arrive at the highest level of notoriety. And if you're saying, well, yeah, you can't expect her to not share her body. Yes, you can. Yes, you can. You should ultimately be sitting here and saying, I'm sorry, sweetheart, if you were 30-some years old and you don't see more scrotum than a athletic doctor, we got a problem.
Hold on, true. So
y'all can play the argument. That's
reality, right? In reality, right? Inflation is real to a degree. I'm not saying that, because probably like 200 years ago, a bitch had to be a virgin, and she should have been expected to be a virgin, right? It's now in modern times, right? So realistically, what is the inflation, right? Because men, we getting 20 times the box we was getting back then, right? So like, my question is, what is it reasonable for a woman to have by a certain age? Like, what's reasonable?
If we're gonna accept that premise that there is more sexual interactions on their end, right? I'm cool with that. I'll park that. But then what is the adverse of her? What is she bringing then? Because it's not chastity. So we're getting no chastity, crappy attitude, not intelligent, so maybe somebody else's kid. If you're gonna be promiscuous, there needs to be a trade-off, is what I'm saying. That women, if you're gonna go ahead and do that, then you should be a better woman. I should experience something from you that I can't even fathom the fact that you actually was a hoe at some time.
It's just
that great.
Hold on, because I do want to get the ladies to get involved in the conversation too. So, any one of you ladies want to respond to what's been said so far? Do you agree? Disagree?
I just want to make one little small comment. The more tires are driven, right, they wear out. So, I mean, I know there was comments made about like, you know, the older you get, it's expected that you got more bodies. That's just what it is. But the thing is, you know, I agree with the majority of the guys that this is what you're putting out. Well, then what else do you have to offer? Because pussy is not enough to offer. And that's just really honestly what the mindset is with this generation. It's, well, you know, we're women. It's, you know, trying to compete. Like, I got the best pussy. I'm gonna suck dick this way. And that lasts only, but, you know, I don't know, 30 seconds, 90 seconds, whatever the case is. At some point, you know, at some point, like, there has to be obviously something more you have to offer. And then the thing is, when, you know, when you're what you show out in the world is going to be a representation of people. Like, I know it's a character, right? In a sense, like, you know, you got these singers, rappers, whatever, they're characters in a sense, and they could be good quality people, but it's really hard to take somebody that serious. And the Megan and the Cardis, and these are the people that these young girls are looking up to. I mean, come on, the whole chastity, the whole, you know, be mindful of how you dress and how you speak to people. These girls got more of a potty mouth than some of these guys. You know what I mean? So we've gone completely off of that. And a lot of it is because of the music. It's because of what you see social media. If you took all of that out, I can promise you we would not be having these same conversations.
It's all it is just a moral inflation. You know, we got more comfortable with women having more sex, and then when the majority of women started to have had a lot of sex, that's when you see like the don't shame me move, the what's the slut walk. It's the same thing with body positivity. We weren't trying to see overweight and obese models until the majority of people were overweight and obese. So as you're saying, our society shifts from what it was founded on, it's just only gonna happen. Same thing with gay folks. It wasn't cool to be gay until more and more dudes start sucking dick. It wasn't cool for men to be feminine until more and more dudes were being raised by women. Like, because there's a larger sample size of the whole that is a thing, that group of the thing will get together and coagulate and then start doing shit like this. That's all it is. Because to say that we aren't supposed to expect a woman to be 30 and not be ran through is fucking sane. Like, we understand, we expect her to be ran through. Like, literally, our expectations of women are low as fuck, if that's what we're saying. And that seems to be like, well, people have lives. You know what? It's a part of life isn't having sex recreationally. That shouldn't be part of your life. That's irresponsible and it's dangerous. So if that's what we're saying women should do, and what women are saying they want to do, the answer to Mont's question is, how many is too many? It's based on whatever the type of man you want for yourself thinks. And the type of men that these women want for themselves do not want ran through bitches. Period.
You still didn't answer the question. What's the number? I
did. I said it's based on whoever the woman wants, that whatever that man she wants, it's up to him. So any woman who wants a nigga who's making, we'll just say that the average for the top 1% of niggas is we don't want chicks that are ran through. So then we as men get together and say, okay, what's ran through? A couple of you niggas are gonna be like, well, yeah, you man, the bitch 40, so she got 20 dicks. You know what I'm saying? That's only half a dick a year. She started fucking when she was 20, right? But then the rest of us are gonna be like, no, I don't want a woman that I don't want to marry a woman and know that there's 20 niggas out there that did the same shit that I'm doing to her. Like, it slip out, she put it back in, she make that face, she turn her phone upside. We don't want to. That's not something that most men are willing to deal with. So,
most of the time, you guys won't even know. They're not going to tell you.
Yeah, they could lie, but
hold on, Trev. You know what, Jay? I'm so glad you said that. And you know why we don't know? Because y'all know that your body count is important and it matters and it's embarrassing. Because women with low body counts tell you. You don't have these conversations with bitches that ain't been ran through or had kilometers of dick. You don't have these types of conversations because they be like, yeah, I've been with 4 niggas. I've been with 5 niggas. But the ones who are worried about it and don't want to tell you is because they done been with what they think are too many niggas, let alone what we think. Because if your dude asks you what your body count was, if you don't say it immediately, we already know. We know what type of time it is. It's the story, it's the context. Well, you know, I was kind of wild in college, all of that shit. So y'all internally know that y'all are hoes according to your body count, or will be viewed as a hoe.
Oh, that I agree with. Women know when they're hoes.
You know,
and that's
you
why a
know.
lot of times
I got a quick question for the
get in
men.
there too. I know Trev got to get in there too, but I know Bo haven't spoke at all. So
before Bo go though, because I know we all going to be fighting Bo in a second, right? Before we get there, right? before we get there, my question was if a woman is a hoe, right? Based on what if all the men that she has dated and had sex with had to make a significant investment in her, right? No matter what that is.
She's a prostitute.
If you were dating a woman and you feel like it wasn't easy to have sex with her, it was not easy for me to get here, and every man does that with her, you personally won't feel like she's a hoe because it's like, yo, I had to bring this flowers, I was doing all this type of stuff.
That's not true.
Oh, really?
I can tell you why it's not true. Do you know how many niggas run a marathon? That shit's not easy, but thousands of niggas do it every year. A lot of people do hard shit. And just because of
not a lot of people run marathons.
Mine, listen, do you know how many girls that you cracked that were hard? They just weren't hard for you.
That's what I'm saying, right?
Which is the point.
So if it wasn't hard for me, I'm gonna look at you like you might be a hoe. Mm-hmm. But if it's hard for everybody, none of those men is gonna be like, oh, she a hoe.
Hey, to watch this in Jay's voice, but you wouldn't know though.
But yeah, but I'm saying, like, imagine that we do know, right? This is just her standard. You gotta do this. It's not gonna be quick and easy. Is that girl a hoe?
She's just a hoe that was hard to fuck. Because that means that's more says something about you than it does her. If she's easy for the majority of niggas and was hard for you,
all right, hold on, y'all. Let's go to get Bo in there, then Trev.
I think you're muted. We can't hear you.
We can't hear you, Bo.
My bad.
Don't start talking though. Let her go now.
You shut your ass up. My skin has been looking so great since I took a break from this place. Mostly just because I haven't had to frown as much from stupidity. But are we saying that somehow the music now is making our girls more our girls specifically? Because I ain't heard a mention of boys and their promiscuity from music. But are we saying that girls are more promiscuous because of the music and social media? Are we saying that women of the past were not just as promiscuous?
Nope. Nobody said
think that.
Nope.
I think it's more egregious now, and I think it's
why?
I think it's only reasonable, right? I think it's only reasonable. The same thing with drill music, right? It's only reasonable that more boys want to do certain things because they're looking up to these individuals and want to be just like them, right?
Why do you think that? Why is that reasonable now more than in the past?
I think because I think because I won't blame the music. I know that was used as an example, but I think we cannot argue that there was more close-knit families. And so at one time, you weren't just having your daughter or your regular girl spreading all over. You always had somebody slip through the cracks, but it wasn't in abundance. It just wasn't.
You don't think so?
I know so. I mean,
so
I have aunties and grandmas and all that. I know so.
Right. Cool. But so are we going to deny the fact that a lot of people were growing up with their children raised as their siblings rather than their children? Are we going to argue the fact that when the young girls did get pregnant, they had to be sent away until they had the baby and then they brought their baby back? Are we going to argue the fact that men were raising Mr. Charles' baby down the street as his, not knowing that? Like, are we going to act like that did not happen? The only difference is not that them women, because all y'all grandmamas and aunties was some hoes back in the day, because the only difference was that they had some decorum about themselves, and we did not have social media, so you couldn't see it. But let's not act like that wasn't a thing. That has been a thing since the beginning of time. The oldest profession is hoe.
No, the
is
oldest profession is
prostitution. So let's not act like this has not been going on for a long time. I do not like how you all pass off promiscuity on the newest generation and blame all of these single mothers and all of that as if this has not been going on for generation after generation after generation. We cannot act like that, because I can point out a couple of grandmamas and aunties and great grandmamas that was some big old hoes.
None of
I
us
think you misunderstand. I think you misunderstand where we are in the conversation. So we are not saying that they wasn't going in the past. Like our aunties and mamas, like they was going too, right? But
in
it's
large
just like,
numbers.
yeah, but it's like it becomes culture. So once something starts to become more and more and more culture, it become more and more and more widespread, right? It's
been widespread,
but it's grown. It's like, so like you said before, they had decorum, right? Now when you don't even need decorum anymore because it's become that much ingrained into the culture.
It has been ingrained in culture is what I'm saying. The only thing is that it's socially acceptable. The amount of women who are promiscuous or who just enjoy sex at the same rate as men, with the same amount of people as men, because let's not act like women are out here out fucking men. They are doing it at the same rate as men.
Whoa, no, they're not.
And it's just, yeah, they are.
No, they're not.
And let's not act like the fact that they are doing it at the same rate as men is not an old thing. This has been happening for a very long time. Y'all grandmothers and mothers and great grandmothers and great great grandmothers hated y'all granddaddies and great granddaddies and great great granddaddies. They couldn't stand them. So yeah, they were sleeping with Mr. Charles down the street because your granddaddy wasn't putting it down like that. No way. I'm just saying, like, the only thing I want to do is just point out the fact that this is not new. You all are making this a new phenomenon. No, social media just brought light to what was already going on.
But that's really the point.
We haven't made anything a new phenomenon. We're talking about a topic that happened in 2026. Our grandmamas ain't got shit to do with this. One, and then
but the comment about social media.
The majority of our grandparents weren't like that. There just were a lot that were. But again, you guys want to focus on the ones you know of, the 10%, the 15%, 20%, and disregard the 80. 3, women are significantly out fucking men, because the majority of men from the age of 25, from 22 to 35 are saying they haven't had sex in the past year. Women aren't saying that. Women control sex. Women use sex to get what they want. There's not been a time when men were out fucking women. There is a small subsect of men that does have the same sex that women do because they have the same sexual attraction that women do. And it's the small group of women that all women want to have sex with, which is why there are more black men without children than there are black women, which is also why that there are those 20% of men are fathering 80% of the kids. Like, these are facts that we can just look up. It's nothing about saying, there's nothing that will support the premise or the notion that men are out fucking women in this country or most others.
And Bo, this is my question. Was there ever consequences associated with being promiscuous?
Yeah.
Whether that be physical, whether it be social, whatever.
Yeah, they were like, what's the word I'm looking for?
Shunned.
Yeah, thanks. Because this menopause brain do not hold words like that.
Would you say that the consequences today are much lesser than the consequences back then?
Yeah. Yep.
So what I'm saying is, from just using common sense, if you remove consequences from something, right, more people are going to do it, and more people are going to participate.
People are just going to be more comfortable with doing it. I personally can go out here and sleep with as many men as I want to, and it's socially acceptable. You know what I'm saying? But it depends though on the person. I just don't want to.
Yeah.
I just don't prefer to do it. So you have women out here, like, we're acting like women do not have control over their bodies. Women control their sexual urges much more than men. Much, much more than men.
Yeah.
So let's not act like just because it's socially acceptable, women
Yeah.
are like throwing caution to the wind and just let me get all the dicks I can. Like, women are not doing that in large numbers. I'm sorry.
But that speaks to the point that you're making it seem like, at least that's how I'm taking it, that women of the past are no different than women today. The only difference is the aspect of technology. I happen to disagree with you, because even within the groups before, I wasn't alive, but from what I was told, overwhelmingly, the women of that time were not associated with women who was considered loose. It was not socially acceptable to carry yourself in a certain manner. So there may have been a few that slipped through the cracks, like I said, that didn't mind, throwing it around. And them guys knew who that girl was, and them girls also knew who that girl was. But that has completely shifted. I'm not saying that every man back in the day that got a woman was a virgin, but they were not throwing box like they are now. And also the difference is that you're making it seem like women are walking around all day, every day with pent-up sexual energy, which that could be true, but it's always tied to relationship. Because if women were truly like men wouldn't struggle with sex. There would be no prostitutes. There would be no pornography. Because if they were really that sexually driven, that sexually charged, every man, not 6'5", not 100,000 a year, not killer dimples, could get a girl bent over with very little effort. That's not true. That's not even female
Not
nature.
true. Not true.
Okay.
When I must be honest, women are just more selective. Let's
have the conversation.
We're more selective with who we. Most of us are more selective with who we give it to. I don't know what to tell you. Even the promiscuous ones, because you forget that I have been doing nails for 20 years. I have known many different archetypes of women, and I have known the fast and loose, and I have known the demure and loose. So I'm just saying they come in. They are just more. They just more selective with their wholeness. I don't know what to tell you.
That refutes your argument, because you're stating that women perform or holding back this urge. That refutes your argument. That's what I was saying. I don't know if I didn't communicate it correctly. Women are selective.
The same thing, being selective.
No, but men are not. But men are not sexually selective. So to say that women are not outperforming men sexually, no, they actually are. The only reason why the numbers aren't even more aggressive is because they're so selective. But yeah, women are to tie everything to relationships. And the truth is that the shift of culture has been, women have operated under the mindset that you just stated. Men are outside. When we walk outside, our dick is out. Clearly, we go to the grocery store and get some milk, and some girl on aisle 8 just can't wait to get us in the parking lot. That's not how that works. Most dudes don't get that kind of energy. However, that is your life. And what I've seen women do is they paint this false narrative that because you guys are always inundated with sexual approaches, that is what the common man's life experience sexually is. And that is far from true. I'm
sorry, go ahead.
No, so that's where I just can't believe that in the early century of time, women were just out here comfortable, just shooting it around. And because there was no internet, they were just as promiscuous or just as ratchet. I just don't believe that.
Two things I just want to add. You brought up the church and, women were being loose back then. The crazy thing is back then, even in church, the loose women were shunned. And they were.
I ain't bring up no church.
They were true did.
Oh.
So even back then, they were shunned. Now the church is comprised of hoes and loose women. Like we all understand that a hoe's final form is a religious woman. So that's a big change that we've made. And then true, your point is 1,000,000,000% correct. Most niggas' dicks are attached to their thumbs when they're on their phone. That's why they're double tapping and liking shit. You guys think that, like, one, y'all still lie to yourself and say I posted online because I like the picture I feel. You post anything online for attention. Everything you post on social media is for attention. The attention you get is with niggas' thumb dicks. So now they're here double tapping all your pictures, any of your story posts, unless you're ugly, then they just might be trying to support you or bored. But anytime a dude likes your picture, it's a dick attached to that. especially if you look decent. So that's a huge difference because now all these loose women that have 5G LTE connections on their cell phone, their proximity is now global. So it's impossible for these women to be just as or less than hoes than their ancestors or their previous generation was, because even with the advent of the internet, say you gave it 20 years ago, those women wouldn't have been hoes like this because their values were still different. Being a hoe used to be significantly less cool in the 80s and 90s than it was in the 2000s, 2010, and right now. Like, there's not an argument that can be made against that. Is she talking?
Okay,
speaking for-
I just need to cut in real quick. I'm gonna say something real off topic. Whatever anybody got to say, just please keep it. I just need to say this. You little ratchet women in the comments constantly calling men gay for saying things. It doesn't matter what they say. You are no better than the red pill, I don't get no sex, nut rag men in them comments as well. Y'all do not know how to handle yourselves as women. You have vaginas. You do not have dicks. And y'all need to act as such, because it's really disgusting the way y'all be calling men gay. But as soon as they call you fat, ugly, nasty hoes, now y'all got a problem. Y'all need to chill. I don't like that. I don't like the sassy. I don't like the gay, because it's completely uncalled for. You can combat something that they are saying without attacking their sexuality, because just because they have something that you don't agree with does not mean that they are gay. That just means that they are saying something that you don't agree with. It's disgusting, and it is not of a woman to act like.
But none of them hoes you just addressed can combat anything that anybody says without attacking us. If they could, they'd come on the panel. But then we'd all need to see what they look like, and they're not going to come on the panel for that alone. So, but thank you for addressing the hyena bitches in the comments, though. That was dope.
So I just had a quick question about that. Just the hatred for hoes in general. So the only issue that I have with it, which I find a bit peculiar, is that men in general hate hoes, but then they hate women who won't smash. And most men report, like, let's just say we went up and down a panel, there's a lot of people who report triple digits or even quadruple digits, which would make you a perpetual offender. If you were constantly creating hoes, how could you hate the hoes that you create?
So
I think you're assuming that the interactions. I think you're assuming that the interactions were gotten off of some ill approach. Like, you can have your numbers up based on just your proximity, where you were in your life. It doesn't mean every single time you was interacting with a girl, it was a hoe, or she was loose, or she was around the way. And I think, again, that's what I hear sometimes. We talking about our community. We don't have a very high priority when it comes to sex. We just think sex is just out. You're just supposed to do it. You 13 banging it out in the alley. This is just normal. That's weird, yo. Like, we need to raise our standards, and that's the problem. That's why we're accepting the fact that girls are 30 years old with 40, 50 bodies, and that's just okay. But
so then what should men do then?
From making our point.
What you say?
What's up?
You feel like they cut us off and stopped us from making our point and conflated into an argument we ain't make? Yeah, I think so too. Every time we was getting into it, all right, next person. All right.
Trev, you know why I disagree with that? I don't think that most men hate hoes, but I think people in general hate when things try to drift into a lane that's not theirs. And the problem is, hoes typically want to go into the lane of wife. They want to go into the lane of long-term partner. They want to go into these other lanes. I think hoes have a place in society, but when you start to mix into a lane that's not yours, it's like if somebody came here and been like, yeah, I just got a supercar, and they like, yeah, I just grabbed a Mustang, and you like, what? You be like, no, that's not a supercar. You gonna argue with that nigga all day, or you be like, yo, this nigga's a Hall of Famer, this nigga's a GOAT, and you be like, yeah, Jamal Crawford a Hall of Famer, he a GOAT, and you be like, no, he's not a Hall of Famer, he lit, but
you know, that's my guy. But you will have that conversation all day because it's just incorrect, and he's stepping outside of a lane as his. If that makes sense.
It's entitlement. Hoes want the same treatment that wives get, and then feel like they deserve it while not performing as wives do, not comporting themselves as the women that men want to marry do. Again, I love this nigga. Got to quote this, but Illa said it best: the good women are standing too close to the hoes. Like, that is the most accurate shit that a nigga has said about this shit in the past 10 years. So there's nothing wrong. Like, again, being a hoe is separate from being a wife. We can have conversations about good women, but unfortunately, I don't believe I haven't seen many. There are not very many good women on the internet participating in these conversations. It's rare. It's rare. How many times you guys go on a panel and see a woman be like, damn, I would love to come home to her. Y'all be like, damn, I love to fuck. Damn, she look like she's fun to hang out with. But most dudes don't look at women on these panels and be like, you know what, man, that's a wife right there. And then the ones that we do say that about are married. Like, they're either married or they're already engaged. That's what happens when you have hoes and good women stand side by side. It's 5 women or 4 women up here right now, right? If we do the math, one of these 4 women is a hoe. So that means that she's standing close to women who could be somebody's wife. And when hoes and good girls stand next to each other, like, it's like bad apples. The good girls start wanting to hoe vicariously through the hoe. They start supporting the hoe, like her hotels. They want to listen. And it's like, that's why they're the number one consumers of smut novels. And their number one podcast is Call Me Daddy. Men's number one podcast is Joe Rogan. Men consume self-help shit. Women consume debauchery. That's all this is now.
Yeah. And to further solidify my point, if we all knew that it was one hoe, if we all knew the same hoe, right? And I told you, like, yeah, yo, I just fucked what's her name last night. Y'all all be like, oh, cool, all right, yeah. But if I told you, yo, that's my girlfriend now, you'd be like, oh, you just switched.
I'll hang up the phone.
You just switched lanes. That's not the lane that's supposed to. Y'all gonna be mad at me. Yeah. Y'all gonna be like, oh, we gotta have a conversation. What are you doing, right? We're not mad that they're hoes existing as hoes. They're upset that they switching lanes.
I get it. No, I've heard the phrase "I hate hoes" before, but anyway. So what I'm saying is that once they cross that threshold of 8 or whatever, then now they're forced into perpetual hoedom. In essence, right? That's what we're doing.
No,
and you can't come back.
No, it's like, bro, it's you. Okay, so you got a lot of bodies. You just need to work with what you're worth and not what you feel you're worth or what you deserve. You should be what you go off what you've earned. You got a bunch of niggas. You got a bunch of dick you had. You just don't qualify for the type of nigga that you want. Ideally, you're gonna have to settle, or you're gonna have to make some sort of concession. The same way, a short nigga, a nigga who don't make money, a dude who got a bunch of kids by different women, is going to have to make concessions about the type of woman he wants. It happens on both sides.
No, I get it. So what we're saying is that we could go ahead and beat the hell out of all of these women, create hoes, and then they're not cool for us because we done hold them out. But yeah, y'all dudes who ain't getting to it yet, yeah, that's your wife. In a nutshell.
I don't think that's what we're saying. I think Willie framed it correctly. Like, when we do other comparisons, a high school dropout demanding $250,000 a year in a salary, everybody understands. But something about the fact that we try to place a standard on a woman's chastity seems to just, I don't know why.
No, I don't think there's anything wrong with that. I'm just trying to figure out, what do we do with the hoes? That's the problem, right? Where do hoes go? What place do they have in the ecosystem? What are they supposed to do? Once you cross the threshold, which a lot of people is too late for, who's supposed to wed these hoes?
Nobody.
Where are they supposed to go?
Everybody's not supposed to be. There's not somebody for everybody. That's the story. That's a fairy tale that women made up after growing up off of Disney. It's mathematically improbable. It's more men than women for one now. But then again, 20% of these niggas like dick. So okay, now there's fewer even men.
What?
Yes, we're talking about globally. So it's a lot of these niggas don't even like women. So and then the women all like the same niggas. It's gonna be a lot of motherfuckers lonely because unfortunately niggas have standards too, and a lot of these women don't meet the standards of the men they want. So those women and the men who don't meet the standards of the women they want, they just need to go to an island and figure it the fuck out. The rest of us, we just sit over here and just pair bond. I mean, he's saying we just bond that way. But the biggest issue is I think they should all have a good man of their own. That's where it's gonna break down at.
I need to point out some misinformation. Gay men globally is in the single digits. It's like 3 or 4%. It's not 20% of men in the world. Globally, it's still a 1-digit percentage. Here in the US, it's only like 1 point something percent
I don't believe
of
that.
gay men in the United States. So
I don't believe that
just
at all.
I don't
You said 1.7.
because
I
like
don't
that's
know about
kind of
that.
like
I think it's higher.
fear mongering when you say 20%. That's a lot. That is a
Yeah,
lot of the
that's really
population.
high. I think it's about
I'm
7%.
Very high.
Last I
Okay,
checked.
well, we could just look it up, y'all. Yeah, that's all.
Obviously, I'm being hyperbolic, but again, mind you, we're talking about black women because I'm on record saying that I don't date, Caucasian women.
The other guys.
Well, they nobody ever thought I dated a dude. I'm talking about I don't date white women, so talking about black women. So when you focus it on the black women, the numbers go up because there's fewer others. It's just math.
Are we talking about openly gay men or just gay men?
It doesn't matter. Niggas who like dick.
I think it's a lot. I think it's a lot more than is reported. That's actually gay.
Of course. Yeah, that's no argument there. But again, the point is, there's just not going to be enough good men for there's not going to be enough good men for the good women to have one of their own. So for the average women, the below average women, the bitches in the comments, they fucked.
What's going on, Devon? Welcome to the panel. I'm not sure if you heard anything that was being said. If you wanted to chime in,
I
feel
have
free
heard
to do
a
so.
lot. Hi.
That's what I walked into.
Yeah. So, the thing that I'm listening to right now is, basically the idea that there's not enough good women or good men. So, I think that when you talk about good women or good men, you need to be equally matched. I think the problem with a lot of relationships is you're not equally matched with somebody, whether that is financially, intellectually, whatever. So I think that those things can create or lead to a lot of chaos in a relationship depending on the dynamic. But I also think it's hard to quantify what exactly is a good man or a good woman, because what's good for me might not work for somebody else, depending on what you want going on in your household or, in your relationship, because everybody has their own personal non-negotiables.
I would disagree with that. I think that I think to most men, we are looking for similar things. I think that 80% of men will probably agree on what a good woman is. I do think that.
And I get what you're saying, and I don't disagree with that. But I'm saying, for examples, there's some people that might say, they might feel like a good man if you are equally sharing of these household duties and the work in the house or whatever, but maybe he doesn't work. Like, that's a non-negotiable for me. So, so that's what I'm saying. Like, I know people that have husbands that don't work or husbands that don't have incomes that I feel like could sustain their household. And that's a non-negotiable for me. But for some people, it's not, because they are fine with that if their husband is like cleaning with them and doing dishes and things like that, that they think compensates for that. It depends on what is important to them and what their values are, or and how they were raised.
Devin,
that would be the 20% that you just spoke of. You said 80%. So I would say that 80% of women feel the way you do. Their man has to work. So, but just because there are a small, the minority of women may be okay with this one-off thing. If you put 1,000 women in a room and ask them to give you their top 10 things they look for in a man, 8 of them things are going to be similar amongst 800 of those women. That's what we're saying. So we don't focus on the minority here, like in this situation, because some women are like, hey, I want my man, let me fuck other dudes. There might be 2 or 3 chicks in that 1,000 that think like that. It's maybe 3 or 4 niggas that want to watch their women fuck another guy. But those are the one-offs. Those are the exceptions, not the rule.
Right. And, so I also heard the conversation about, hoes, and that also was interesting for me as a newcomer, because I feel like there are a lot of people that, well, from the outside looking in, I feel like there are people that couple up and settle up with who we would in society feel are the hoes. And sometimes, as I'll label myself the good girl, There has definitely been times on the continuum of my relationship where I feel like the hoes were winning. So, you know, it just all, I feel like it all depends on, everything depends on who exactly the people are and their specific situation per se.
Let's explore that. Let's explore that.
Oh
You
shit.
you classified yourself the good
Mhm.
girl. I'm
Yeah.
inclined to believe you because we just met, right?
Yep.
So you set a standard to what you were going to subscribe to before any man showed up, right?
Right.
Why?
Based on, just how I was raised and what I wanted for myself. I have, I heard you guys saying that the good girls are standing too close to the hoes. I definitely have friends and family members that society would classify as the hoes. But I also feel like I've always been the girl that's had my own thoughts, my own mind, known what I want and what I thought was okay for me, what I wanted to do and not do. And just because somebody else was doing something, it didn't really, factor into what I wanted for myself per se.
Okay, so you sound like you have somewhat of an individualistic perspective, like your own mind, which is great. Shout out to your parents. Why would you say that the hoes appear that they're winning? What exactly does that look like from the perspective of a woman?
So, I feel like in the perspective of a woman, we've a lot of women that I am either friends or family members or, been acquainted with. We've been the girl who has been the loyal good girl in the relationship that has like gotten cheated on or something has happened. And then you feel like if this is what you claim you want, then why is this what you're doing? So, you know, I know plenty of people that have been divorced because their husband was cheating and they've provided all of the things, but we know oftentimes cheating isn't really about you, the person that has been cheated on. It's about the cheater and whatever they're seeking. I have men in my family or, plenty of friends that are cheaters and they have great women in their lives, but it's about something they're seeking, to please their ego or, they feel like they need to get back out here and see if they still got it or whatever. And it's not about that woman. But, at times when you are the woman and you're in that situation, you feel like, why is this happening or what's going on? Or, you're trying to make it make sense because everybody claims they want the wife with these qualities. Like you said, the hoes need to stay in their lanes and they need to not switch lanes. But I think that the messages, there's a lot of mixed messaging and mixed signals sent by men in relation to that.
Would you say that that there's men who may subscribe to the same mindset that you're saying for being a good woman, right? Who is doing all the right things, or they're assuming they're doing all the right things? And because there's men that have some similar arguments that they did the thing, they provide, they protect, the thing.
And I know
And
them
then,
too. I know good guys that have been on that, short end of the stick as well. I'm not saying that it only happens to girls and
cool.
women.
So with that said, it sounds like to me that both sexes need to be educated on what life consists of. That if you're going to bank on a relationship, you more than likely will run into some crap, whether that be infidelity, whether somebody loses a job, whether somebody get hit by a car. You have this idea that you're going to not deal with something is a fallacy. So it sounds like we got adults that are acting like children, at least the way I'm dissecting it. And I'll land.
Right. So, and I get what you're saying about, now if we're talking about long-term relationships, those non-negotiables are different when you're in a long-term relationship. But I'm saying you couldn't meet me today and, get my number or whatever people are giving out these days, my Instagram or DM me and talk about nothing without a career or a job or something that is a non-negotiable from the gate. Now, God forbid, you're my partner, we've been doing life together and something happens to you. Absolutely, I can hold you down because I more than pull my weight.
I don't like how the conversation switched from her talking about what good women, the results that good women get, to, well, wouldn't you say that men experience it too? We're not talking about men right now. We're talking about women. We're talking about who you all deem as good women. And she is saying that good women get shitted on, taken advantage of, taken for granted all the time. We have the perspective that hoes are winning because there are a lot of hoes that get married. I'm talking about men love they dirty draws. Not only hoes, but these hyenas that y'all keep talking about. I'm talking about mean ass women. Mean, nasty ass women that don't clean, ain't gonna cook for you. I'm talking about they wife them up. How long they stay married, I don't know. I know some mean ass women that have been married for over 20 years. But what I'm saying is, like, we completely skip past the fact that men don't, like, in large, men do not want good girls for real. Or if men do want good girls, I don't think they know how to pick the good girls. I think that men also pick out of trauma, just like women pick out of trauma. I think that we skip over the fact that men do a very human thing, just like we keep telling these women they pick wrong. That's from a woman's perspective.
So two things that I think most men are gonna find wrong with that. One, good women have no say in what a good woman is to a man. None. Because if you ask a woman what's a good woman, y'all lie and describe yourself. Or describe what you would be for the right nigga, not who you are on a regular basis, not what you do on the day-to-day. You just describe your ideal imaginary definition of a good woman. The only people who have any type of say about what a good woman is are going to be the men that are looking for them. So what a woman thinks a good man is fucking useless. The same way that it's useless for a dude to be like, I'm a good nigga. It's a little easier for us because y'all tell us all the time what y'all think good men are, how we got to look, what we got to have, what we got to do, how we got to act, how we can't hold you accountable, all of that shit. But y'all don't listen to us when we tell you what good women are. And hoes aren't winning. These hoes that get married, they're not marrying niggas they respect. They're not marrying their dream guy, their ideal dude. They're marrying a nigga, the best nigga who would settle for them. And then they make sure that they like him a little more, a little less than he likes her, so they can control the relationship. Hoes not staying married long term. Kim Kardashian. Hoes not getting married at a high clip. Megan Thee Stallion been single for fucking ever. There's very few and far in between where you see a girl who was a hoe or was wild or even rough get with somebody. Like, one of the best examples y'all have is Eve. Like, everybody knows how rough Eve was when she was rapping, and before that with the sex tapes and talking about how she used to be when she was a stripper. Y'all know it. So that's one example. But for the most part, hoes are not out here winning. Y'all just think that because they have something that you don't have. That would be the equivalent of me and Trev being out and thinking that a nigga that we know is lame is winning because he has a car that we don't have. That's all. It's just a thing.
Now, when I made that statement, I don't mean to cut you off. I wasn't saying it because they don't have anything that I don't have, because I don't know too many hoes that have the things that I have. I'm saying winning as opposed to, because in that relationship moment when you are the wrong party, you feel like you lost something.
So let's explore that then. So what is it that you think that you have that a hoe won't have?
No, that's not what I said. You said that we think the hoes are winning because they have things that we don't have. I said they don't. I said that me making that statement was in relation to feeling like you lost something in your relationship as a winner or a loser, not necessarily about, like, are you referencing material things?
No, I'm like, they have a marriage, they have a man, they have someone protecting and providing them. They're not taking out their own trash. They have someone to come home to, and they're after a
right. And so that's what I just said. They don't have anything that I don't have. So I was just letting you know that that's not how I feel. If you're not, that's not what I meant.
So then if you're not a single woman, then you have no dog in this fight, because
everybody that's married was a single woman at some point. Are you serious right now?
Then if that was the case, then the only reason why they don't have something you don't have is because you're married. That's why I said that. Because when you were single and the hoes were single and the single hoe got married, she definitely had something you didn't have, a husband. Because I will bet you money that your husband does everything, if we'll say 90% of what you asked for, right? These hoes right now are married and not getting, I would say they get 70% at best, or the way they get to 90 is going to be between 2 or 3 outside niggas. So you get it all from one source, because obviously there's a man who thought that you were good enough, right? But we met you tonight. We could find out, the internet's a crazy thing. that you're saying you was putting your pussy lips on live for $1,000 years ago before you got married.
Nope.
I know, obviously, I'm not saying that, but saying it's possible that can happen. And then now you would literally be the woman who got married and got the thing that good women are striving for.
Well, the hoes got what I ain't got. Okay, I'm single, and the hoes got what I ain't got. I'm speaking for all of the single women, but Willie, I am going by the definition of what men say a good woman is.
What's that?
I can like, I hear every time I hear a man describe what a wife is, I'm like, okay, cool. I'm not seeing those women marry men. Like,
you know why you don't
people think what?
Because they're put up.
Shut up. Men think that I am combative and somehow qualified to be a hyena. Some men do. Me compared to some of these mean ass women that walk down the aisle to these men. I'm trying to tell you now, every single time I hear what a man thinks a good woman or a wife is, I don't see them marrying those women by and large. I just don't.
Mm-hmm.
If you want to know what a man thinks a good woman is, ask the men that are married, because they're going to be the only ones that can stand on what they're saying. Everything else is speculation.
Well, let's ask right now.
Well, watch this. None of us. Only person up here is. Well, hold on. I'm not. That's none of our business. But Bo, I'm gonna ask you this: do you think that if you was married to your dream nigga, you'd be on this panel right now?
Are you speaking
Say that
to me?
again?
No, Bo.
Oh,
if you was married to your dream nigga, like the man of your, I'm talking about the nigga that he checks all the boxes except, you know, he might not be 6'6", he only 6'4". But the nigga of your dreams, if you had that man at home, do you think that he would have you on the internet right now talking to us?
I wouldn't be on the internet talking to y'all asses.
Exactly. So that's why you don't see these women.
I would never be here.
These women are few and far in between. Like the ones that you see are the content creator types. But the good women just out here enjoying life, being spoiled, getting the shit they want from men.
All right, see you guys. My future's calling me. Gotta go. No.
They're not on the internet talking to people. They're not on the internet participating in these conversations. You know why? Because they can't relate. They don't know what it's like to have niggas think they're hoes. Or they don't know what it's like to have men bash them because they have a husband. That's the only guy they worry about, and they focus on him.
Go ahead, Shannon. Get Shannon. Go ahead, Jay. And
I was going to say that I would say that's not true. I don't think that's necessarily true. I get what you're saying, but that's assuming that they've been in, you know, a long-term relationship for a while and they've never experienced anybody prior to that husband.
So let me ask you a question. How many? I asked Shannon because she hadn't said anything.
Okay.
You guys see all the women who have these different spaces. 8 at the table, tonight's conversation. All of these women. How many of those women do you think men in mass are like, damn, I can't wait to marry her? Fair, right? I knew you were gonna say nobody. Now name another female podcast or regular on a panel that you think that men in mass are like, yeah, I can't wait to get with her. Non-physically, because niggas will fuck a lot of y'all. But the ones that niggas is just like, you know, that's a wife right there. Look how she carries her. Look at her decorum. Just name one.
Oh, okay. So first of all, I didn't want to say anything because I do believe that this conversation is kind of beneath me. But since you keep on throwing shots, Mr. OnlyPants, I feel
who's OnlyFans?
I said OnlyPants, pandering.
Oh, who's OnlyPants?
So at this point, because you're trying to get a little your little fan club over here, which is cool. Don't do me. The reason I am here is because I want something better for my community. And if that means I have to sit up here on a night that I have to go to sleep and get up early in the morning to offset the conversation from this trash that y'all keep on trying to bring it to show people in the world that somebody has some class about themselves, I don't mind doing that. Okay? So the entire trying to, knock people down, sir. I'm not the one. I've never come at you sideways. Don't come at me. Do you understand? That's all I'm saying. That's the reason I'm here. You don't know me personally. I've never met you. Nobody in this space knows me personally. You just know that I've taken my time to have a conversation with you. We don't think the same.
Sure, who are you talking about?
I'm talking about, didn't you say something negative about me? Or was it was just 11 o'clock at night?
He was involving you in the conversation.
Oh, okay.
You got energy, Shan.
No, listen. It's 11 o'clock. I have not slept. I thought he said something about something about marriage, right? And you threw my name in it, right?
No, I said, let me ask Shan because you hadn't said anything. But
no, didn't you say something earlier about that?
No. Shan Claire Huxtable cussed you out.
That's crazy, but it's cool because it sounds like a hit dog hollering because now you the finish shit that nobody said.
Okay, so look. So listen, Willie. I apologize. No. I did. Let me tell you. I thought you came for me, and I was like, I know Willie did not come for me. I thought we were better than that.
Just remember, just keep that same energy now.
No. So I don't mind apologizing though. Like,
but Shan, you see, that's why we clarify before we go in on people. We make sure they're talking about it.
Men clarify for women get emotional and just start talking.
Yeah.
You thought that was emotional? Okay, so let me just say this. I apologize. It's a long day. I was like, really? Wait a minute. Not me. But I thought that, so this is what I heard, right? And it could be wrong because I am tired. I heard that women stay too long, too close to hoes, right?
Good women.
And that most women on these panels are not good women. Did I not hear that?
What you heard was me saying most women on this panel are good women who are standing too close to hoes, at best.
Okay, so maybe I didn't. Okay, so that clarifies because I heard that because I'm clearly on the panel. So maybe I didn't hear that part.
Listen, again, it's either you wasn't listening or
I wasn't.
You stuck a nerve. Either way.
Okay, so let me go. So now that I have apologized publicly, because when I'm wrong, I don't mind. Thank you for clarifying with it, because I was like, this Negro, crazy. But anyway, I apologize, really. Sending kisses all the way to wherever you are. So,
man, Mills, you listen,
I don't throw hands, but I will throw words. Okay, so look, this is my first time speaking, right? So
hold on, wait. Shay, ain't you a teacher?
I am.
Listening skills.
Listen, not when you've been up. I have to be at work at 6 o'clock in the morning, and I have not slept. So it's the but look, it's the reason I have a sore throat, and so I can't go to bed. That's why I'm up. But
I had a joke. I'm gonna let you go.
Be quiet. I already apologized. Don't get me started bad. All right. So I wanted to say this. So I wanted to go back to what Bo said earlier. You're right. I think that there are women who are having sex back in the day, right? I agree with some of the other panelists when I say there's a difference between having sex and boasting about it. Like you're proud of it. It's like I'm this, like people, you used to have some class about it. Like you did say decorum, and I agree with that, right? So I think that that's the part that's missing. It's whatever you do behind, that's on you. But now you're telling the world, and then people see that and they think it's okay. Because I'm going to tell you now, I've been working with young people for years, and I've seen more sexual activity at school from younger people than I've ever had in the generations prior to.
You're not lying.
So I think that there is influence. I think that this whole thing, like I can do what I want to do. I'm a beat guy. I believe that women believe that they can be men. They're like, it's this competition. If you can do it, I can do it too. And most of them don't even like doing it. Like they just do it because it's like I don't know. I'm trying to understand.
We agree with that.
You know why it falls apart though, Shan? And I mean, you guys are women. Y'all were, know some things we don't know why is it if they were performing sexually back in the day at the rate of current day that they were able to
at the same rate though? I just don't.
Oh, okay, so let's
agree.
Yeah. So let's say it was happening the way it was
definitely happening.
Okay, cool. Why was it that overwhelmingly these women were able to overwhelmingly establish relationships, long-term marriages, long-term? Do you believe it's because the internet was around? Because I don't know how you could have been so successful in mass being super promiscuous in a manner and then converting it to being a wife. It's almost, you can't cage the beast when you are a certain way. That's just who you are. So what would you say was the difference? The
How they became wives?
Yes.
Well, I think that so I think you have two sets of people, right? Because some of them did become wives, right? Because it wouldn't be so many people who didn't have their dad in the home if they became wives. But I do believe that the ones who did become, wives are the ones even today who become wives. Because I do believe that I believe what Devonna said, there are some women who have, they'll tell you and they still get married, right? I've seen that. Not in masses, but I have seen it. But I will say that the ones who did get married were more secretive about it, maybe. Maybe it wasn't like a brand they wore, it wasn't their, they did more undercover. You know how you talk about people, you're like, oh, I heard she was, it wasn't like a in your face. I don't know.
So are you saying that men have never had a time that there was actually good quality women, that they were chaste, that they were maybe
there's always a time. No, that's not what I'm saying. There's always a time when there are good quality women, right? There are good quality women today. Y'all just don't choose those women. There are good quality women everywhere. What are you talking about, right? So the thing about it is, just like you stated with the men, right? Maybe they don't come in the package that you want them to come in. Maybe they're just not attracted to you. Maybe she's in the house. She's not out in the street. Maybe she's not on the internet. Let me just say this real fast, Willie. There are so many women who are, if you just take a look at Instagram, if you can put all the profiles of all the Black women, most women don't have 100,000 likes, okay? She's got that little picture of her doing something random, and it just ain't catching the eye of people. So you I think that women can be overlooked just like men can be overlooked, right? When you're not interested in something, you're not looking at it. Think about how many people you pass in the store that you just, Black women, you're not even paying attention to them because you're just not interested in them, right? Those could be good women. Those can be the women that you're talking about. Even the good women that you are interested in, they're just hard to get. I think that we focus so much on the woman who is out there because it's in our face and probably your algorithm is killing you with it. They're just everywhere. And I think social media has done a good job at doing that. But these women don't even live around you. They live in another city, another state. You wouldn't even have access to seeing this person if it were not for the internet. What about the people you go outside to? Those women aren't doing that. Now, if you go to the club, sure. If you go with Willie, who say he went, downtown, sure, right? But
I can't.
That was another conversation. But if you go, to certain events, certain places, you'll find that a lot of those women don't move that way. They just don't. You can find it if you wanted to find it.
I just can't remember a time where good women, wives, would ever comment on the hoes appear to be winning. At one time, women always looked at the opposite, seeing women that had the thing, the life, the lifestyle, the man, and they would say, "Oh, I can't wait to have that." They aspire to that. Now we live in the upwards or backwards world to where you got women who may have that and say that the hoes are winning.
And that's not what I said. So you're misconstruing what I said and trying to turn it around, because I already clarified it once when I said that it wasn't about material things, that it was about you feeling as though you lost something in your relationship when you were wronged.
He's not talking about.
I wasn't specifying to you. So
I'm just saying because it sounds like that's what you were saying, because you said you have married women saying this, and I'm the married woman that said it. So I just wanted to make you aware that that's not what I was saying. If you misunderstood me. Okay.
Yeah, no. You're not the first. You're not the first one. Yeah, right? You're not the first woman that say that. Women say that quite often. And I'm just saying that you happen to be the panelist tonight that
Yeah.
conveyed that, but that's not a new talking point at all. But go ahead, Shannon.
So when I say I see what she's saying, what I've noticed is if I step outside myself, right? I'm not talking about the people I'm in contact with. I'm talking about when you look online, I see women who are out there, who are married. Now they may not look like me, you know, but they are married. And sometimes they're married to men who look like me, right?
Mm-hmm.
It almost seems like there's a double standard. The standards are much more higher for us than it is for other people. And even if you do date one of us, and let's just say she's out there, it's still but I get this because I know men are visual creatures. If the beauty is high, right? You may be a little bit okay. Now, you don't want her to be out there like the whole world in it, but you may be okay with her having a few, you know what I'm saying? Now, this is the average guy, okay? He may be okay, and so he may wife her. I think I saw a basketball player. Maybe y'all remember, because I'm not in some sports, but there was a basketball player. Wasn't he an older basketball player who had retired? He had a girlfriend who was on OnlyFans, and he do y'all remember that? What was his name? And she wouldn't get off, and she went back on there or something like that.
Oh, yeah, it's the old basketball player. She was throwing it in his face, but she was old too, though.
Right. So so that's the point, right? So when we say they are winning, you're talking about these high, and not to say that because I never look to athletes or anybody in the celebrity realm as a okay. But what I'm saying is the normal person will say these kids that they look up to these guys because they're in the spotlight. They're like the guys with all, you know, the one, he said this 0.0% of a guy, right? And then you see the mate he chooses to wife, usually skimpy, you know, giving off that aura that y'all claim men don't like.
You gotta be attractive.
But she's attractive, but that doesn't take away from the whoredom just because you're attractive, does it? I mean,
yeah, men do want women who are attractive non-whores. There's no argument there. This, from my personal opinion, when people ask me like, bro, I keep striking. I talk to my friends and they dealing. I'm like, listen, you fucking up the same way women fuck up in general. Y'all just date. Y'all don't date people who like you. If you date whoever likes you, life is easy. The problem is some niggas think that certain types of women should like them, and when they don't, they get upset. With women, y'all think certain dudes should like y'all, and when they only fuck you, you get mad. So there's the difference. Find somebody that likes you. That's the easy part. And then find someone that you like that also likes you. If you can do that, you will find somebody. I just think a lot of y'all are going to have to deal with a guy that is liked by a lot of women, and he may choose more than just you.
sure, I do agree with that. But I do not think majority of women are out there. I just don't. I'm sorry.
That's the ones we see. The majority of what's pushed to us.
I think the ones that you want, maybe.
You just look at in the media. They don't talk about Coco Jones and all like the work that she's doing, like with Africa. They don't talk about her for that. But she got dragged into the Klay Thompson shit because he was dating her. They don't.
Now, does she have a reputation for being?
No, she's new though. But she got drugged into it because she wanted Klay Thompson's. She's like his old work. But like they don't push the things that the good women are doing. They don't push any of that because it's not going to get them clicks or views. It's not going to get them ad dollars. It's not going to get them watch time. If you look at YouTube has a metric for like hashtags, right? And if you go look and see what the metric is for Megan Thee Stallion and Klay Thompson, it's like hundreds of millions of hours of content that have been made about that one thing. And it's a cycle that happens damn near every 48 hours. The media cycle used to be like 2 weeks for when it was just TV. On YouTube, the media cycle is 96 whopping hours. That's 4 days. So, and we're still talking about this. So this has staying power. We're going to probably be talking about it again. And then,
You think so?
like, mind you, right? And when people like, again, Coco Jones, best example I got. Don't nobody even know that she's engaged to another basketball player. No, most people don't know that. But the reason why they know she's dated a basketball player is because of the one that she was fucking with. Like,
and that was Klay.
Huh?
And
yeah.
that was Klay.
She's dating the dude from the Cavaliers, Spider. Donovan Mitchell.
Yeah, she's engaged to him.
And you watch it, but then look, don't nobody watch their content, and that boy loves her dirty draws.
Oh,
Like, and he's loving her out loud. Like he's like, if he off, he go to her shows. If she need, like, he's what y'all would think a dude.
Yeah, I saw that too.
And but no one talks about that. No one ever said anything about, like, oh man, look at this demonstration of black love. But as soon as there's some ratchet shit, you see where we at.
yeah. I must say, I feel bad. Well, I don't feel bad. I don't listen to Megan. I don't listen to her music often, but I do know the three. So I know the Savage because I did a little dance to TikTok. I know the Body, and I know the WAP song. When I saw her with him, I just felt like it was an odd couple. I did not see.
You saw a ratchet bitch with a square nigga. That's what you saw. It's cool, Shane. Just say it.
I didn't say he was square. I just thought he was just a
L7. That's a square.
That's not a square to me.
Literally, that's what you just saw. It was a ratchet bitch with a nigga that doesn't, like, you knew she was too much.
Well, why would you call him a square though?
That's not a bad thing. Like, y'all think being a square is bad.
Okay.
Like, see, that's like getting called average. That's not bad. Below average is bad. But him being a square, that's what he's supposed to be.
Yeah, I didn't see her matching with him, but I did not feel,
Why did you see her matching?
I'm glad she has somebody who loves, but then this happened.
If you really want me to believe you, sorry, I want you to answer this question honestly. Why did you not think that Megan Thee Stallion matched Klay?
They look like they were cut from different cloths.
What cloth is Megan cut from?
Don't be scared. Don't be scared.
I'm scared. Let me just say this. I think that I think so. I did watch her documentary, and I think she's a lovely lady. Like, what I learned from her, I did like her more as a person. Right? I'm not a fan of her music, so to say, but I did like her as a person. But I know that she has some things, like she talked about, like, her dad lost her dad, and so that can weigh on you. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes you make decisions because you don't have that backing.
I get you, because niggas watched the Jeffrey Dahmer series and felt bad for him too. So I understand where you come from.
That's a lie now. You doing too much.
A lot of people are trying to be Simmer. Dahmer documentary made Ray-Bans, his glasses, #1 seller. It beat the Wayfarer.
I just thought they were cut from, different. And I think that was, and I felt like that was different because when I did see him, when people started talking about them being together, I did see somebody had posted all the dudes that she had been with, and I just felt like they were very different from him. Like, it just didn't seem like the kind of guy she would normally go for. Am I right? Am I wrong?
You're right. You're not right.
You're right.
A lot of women do that.
When I saw her with him, I thought to myself, perhaps she's trying to be with someone totally opposite from the people that she was with before, because none of that worked for her prior. So sometimes you have to, if you do what you always do, you're going to get what you always got. So I felt like she was trying perhaps to be with a different type of dude, hoping for a different outcome.
And I did like that for her. So once I saw that she was posting happy things, I was like, okay, she's happy, and he seemed happy too.
So you said you liked that for her, but did you like that for him? Because you were saying that they
he said, like I said, they both seemed happy, so I like that for them. I did not.
You think so? Did you ever see that clip with him sitting at the table?
That just came out. I'm talking about when I got together.
We saw that live when that happened.
When did that happen?
Sports fans did. When they were at that award show, and she was being, and he was just sitting there looking.
Was it the ESPYs?
He looked just like Desmond, the chef nigga did with his
Christy.
He looked.
So when did that happen?
Like y'all. So again, men understand, but that's I'm so sick of this bitch face. Like, oh my god, I can't put this bitch nowhere. Yeah. Like that face that we all have made at some point in time, because we're tired of y'all niggas know. We saw.
I think maybe it was new and he was into her, and then it just got.
The honeymoon phase wore off. He was tired. Like, he'd been knocking her down for a couple months, and he took her out in public, and then she was doing that yes bitch shit. Like, yeah, that's not.
Yeah, but
this is what I will say. This is what I will say. Go. Yeah, Jay, go. I'm sorry.
No, I was just saying. Can you? I mean, are you surprised? Like, I mean, come on. Like, this is what he chose. So, like, what did?
Listen,
if this is what she's showing, that what's that? I don't know why you sound muffled
at all.
Yeah, well, you're going in and out.
Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, I don't feel bad for Klay Thompson at all. So I have no empathy, sympathy for him.
I feel sorry. Listen, I feel sorry for
Right, hyena, the bitch gonna bite you.
What did she do wrong to him, though? I thought he did something to her.
Well, she did do something to him. She put his business out. Like, you know how crazy it is for a woman to say a man embarrassed me? Like, say I cheated on you. So we're married and I cheated on you. You know how crazy it is to say that I embarrassed you when you the one that told every fucking body?
Yeah, I don't agree with that, but
I get that. Yeah, that is tag. I thought that was a tag. Like she should handle it. Like, get off the internet. Nobody needs to know that.
He had the best response ever. He said 2 words: free Tory. Like,
oh, that was what he really said. I thought that was people making memes.
No,
he didn't say that. That wasn't real.
Oh, okay. I didn't think so.
That wasn't real.
No, I saw people like making jokes, and I was like, you know how AI is. You don't know what's real. So
Listen,
I never saw any response from him.
I saw 2 disrespectful things in the same day. It was a rapper that shot somebody in Houston, and he was on life support, and he went on TV and had a shirt that said, "Unplug that bitch ass nigga." I thought that was disrespectful. I couldn't see nothing else was gonna be funnier than that. But when I saw that free Tory story, I was like, "Oh shit!"
Oh, I didn't know that was real. I thought it was fake.
Now, let me say this too, though. Okay, you're right. I want to first say she did not handle it the way I would, advise her as a friend to handle it, right? However, I do feel bad for her because I can tell her heart was involved, and I don't care who you are. People are people, right? What? So I am not a fan of people who are out there like that. However, she is a human being.
Out there like what?
I'm not a fan of the
out there like what?
Behavior.
How Megan was out there like that?
Yes, ma'am. Yes,
doing
Lord.
what? Doing what?
Having sex.
The song itself. I'm not a fan of that type of music. I wasn't a Lil Kim fan. I wasn't a fan of any. This is not new for me, right?
How the hell
but let me just say this. Let me just say this. As a person, I'm gonna take her out of being a musician, right? I think that's not a reason to be mean to a person, mistreat a person, or because people are human. That's just your job, right? If you feel some type of way, this is what I have a problem with this whole situation. I know men put women in categories, but if that woman that doesn't know she's in that category, to me, that's unfair. You're in the wrong already. So in your mind, if you feel like, because I know all these people like, oh, you put her in your place, you just dogged a woman out, and that's a human being. Like I don't get down with that. Like that's crazy to me. I don't like it at all. That stuff come back to bite you.
So are we saying that every man that Megan has been connected to, she is automatically assumed to have had sex with him?
No, I'm
No.
Wait.
You can do this, bro.
Wait, stop.
I'm strictly talking about the music.
What?
I'm not talking about
I knew somebody. Damn, Bo, I wish it wasn't you. I said this shit like a minute.
I'm just asking. I'm asking a genuine question. Did she have to have had sex with every single man she was seen dating?
No.
Thank you.
That's not what I was referring to.
I'm just saying. I'm not talking about you, Shan.
Not me.
Hold on. So who do you?
Because y'all keep calling her a hoe. Y'all have seen her dating these men. Have you seen her have sex with all of these men you think that she's connected to?
So, Bo, are we
I'm genuinely curious. Huh?
Hold on, Bo. We're gonna do that right now. So we're done, right? So we understand the difference between this person was spotted outside with this person, and this person was there. They got something going on, like legitimately, right? We know the difference between that. And we also, this is the thing too. It's not
What's
just
the difference.
No. It's not just that you are having sex, right? Casual sex. Is that who are you having casual sex with, right? And then you take that and you compound that with the fact that you've lied about people you've had casual sex with, and you take that and you compound that with the fact of the way that your persona is, that you're this girl who is out. You go to pool parties, you twerk, you drink. It's a rumor. It's a widespread rumor in the industry that you have a drinking issue, right? Your whole thing. We didn't get drive the boat.
Being an alcoholic is a hoe?
Hold on. We didn't even get drive the boat until
Megan Thee Stallion, she the one who drive the boat. That's her thing.
Downstairs DJ.
But drinking makes you a hoe.
No.
It is not.
When you
So-
take when you take all of these things.
But no. You can't take all of these things because does drinking make you a hoe?
Hold on. No, you can't do that. You can't take one of the things I said. When you take all of these,
I'm trying to address all of it, but I just want to know about that one thing.
You can when you take all of the evidence and you put it together, it's saying that you lose the benefit of the doubt now, right? That's just it is what it is. Now, this is the thing. Bo, you've had sex with men right before, right? Are those men going on the internet and they saying, yeah, I just fucked Bo? Are they talking to each other? Like,
do you know how many men I have had lie and say they've had sex with me and they never have? It happens.
Hold on. But all these other women, they don't got the baby talking about how they fucked them. They don't got niggas asking them in interviews like, yo, you and Tory Lanez was fucking her at the same time. Did y'all put the timeline together? They don't have it while you have a boyfriend that you lied to about you having sexual relationships with. Like, she loses the benefit of the doubt.
But are we saying are we giving the men the benefit? Like, are we just automatically believing these men just because that's what they said? Do they do? I'm just saying, like, you're putting all of these things as if it's fact on this woman. Because women can date without having sex with every man she's involved with.
Bo, we agree with you. You are correct, right? This is the thing. This is the thing, right? She loses the benefit of the doubt when you lie on public TV to people about a person we already knew you had sex with. That's like when you ever met them men who they act gay, everything about them is gay. You just like, oh, I just met a gay man, and then you find out he acting like he's straight. You like, oh shit, you just went back in the closet, nigga. I assumed you was gay already. Cause you act gay. I assumed you were gay. Now
But also, plenty of celebrities lie about who they've been involved with because it ain't none of your business. Like, they don't owe you that. So you're looking at it as lying just to lie. A lot of these celebrities do not, like, they will all out deny it because it's not your business. I wouldn't want my business out there either.
I dig it. But once you get caught lying, right? Like, once you get caught lying like a 12-year-old, like, that was just the most childish way to, like, you know how like much respect you lose for somebody when you see them lie like that. It wasn't even like she stood on it. She didn't say, "Oh no, I never had sex."
Bro, it's two different lies. People lie about who they fucking to protect their business. That's not. They don't lie about who they fucking to add to it. Niggas ain't out here capping about fucking Megan Thee Stallion. She's too popular. You know why niggas do that? Niggas lie about bitches that nobody can prove, they can't get caught up about. And then, mind you, we believe her. So Monk gave you all the other shit, but what about her music says, when I got a man, I do this, and this. When I got a man breaking up a party when she came up that downstairs DJ shit. Like, I knew that a woman, I just didn't want it to be you, Bo. I just thought it may have been a new chick. Was going to pull her. Well, how do we know they're fucking out of their ass? That's what happens every time we had these conversations.
I'm genuinely asking because every time you all talk about these things, it's like just because someone is dating someone, you're automatically assuming that they've had to have had sex with them. Right. I'm genuinely wondering,
celebrities,
like, do you all think it? And why do you think that every single person she's been seen with or dated that she had sex with them?
We're grown-ups and we have sex with other grown-ups.
Every girl you've seen Leonardo DiCaprio with, we know he fucked. Every girl that he's taken out, been seen with, had on a boat, no one's questioning that. We only question it when it's a woman and she's being called a hoe for it. That girl has said herself she was in
I question all of it.
She was in romantic relationships with all of these niggas. It is a safe assumption to us for any human, especially in the society we live in, that if you're in a romantic relationship with somebody, you are fucking.
That's like, just not. I mean, I only say that because, like, I have a friend now. She's been dating this dude for 5 months. I ain't never gave him none. She ain't even kissed that man. I'm just saying, like, people can do these things. That's why I'm like, there are women that exist like that.
And with nobody, do you believe that Megan Thee Stallion is one of those women?
I think she could be. I don't know her like that. Like, that's why I'm questioning y'all. Like, y'all think that she's a hoe. I've never seen hoe activities. I've seen her be a performer. I separate Because niggas say that they deal all day long and they be from the suburbs and they ain't never touched a piece of white, never. I'm just saying, like, you can't think that her as a performer, anyone as a performer, they're just automatically who they are in their music, because there are plenty niggas out here that ain't never been a gangster.
Bo,
Well,
I'll give you the example.
I'll
give you the example that I gave earlier, right? Megan Thee Stallion and JT from City Girls have the same type of music. I don't think that JT and Megan Thee Stallion are the same. I think that JT has been with Lil Uzi. I don't know about her being with a bunch of guys in the industry. So I don't know if she really about her music the way that I think Megan is about her music, because we know that she been with these guys, right? We know that she was fucking these guys, not even in relationships with these guys. At least 5 of them niggas. Did she deny the Blueface thing? Even if she did deny it, you lose the benefit of the doubt now.
She denied Tory.
You denied Tory. You lose the benefit of the doubt.
I ain't gonna hold you. Tory like 4'11". I would have denied him too. Like standing at 5'9", dating someone that is inches away from being a little person, I would have been like, nope, I ain't even did that. So
once we catch you lying, once it's your persona, or we got these niggas is talking about you in interviews, like it all of these things go together. We can't give you the benefit of the doubt. It's just that simple.
So, Bo, would you bet your own hard-earned money through your 20 years as a professional nail slayer? Would you bet your hard-earned money that Megan didn't fuck all them niggas?
21 years. I don't know enough about Megan. When I'm asking y'all these questions, I'm genuinely asking. I'm genuinely asking because I've never seen her be a hoe. I've never seen her just caught up with a bunch of men, but I also don't follow her. I don't know a lot about her.
Well, you do realize, right? Just for the record, like the chicks in that WAP song are like 0-2. So like WAP ain't doing shit for nobody now.
I never said it did.
Well, you know what I'm saying? Motherfuckers sing the song like you do. I don't cook and I don't clean.
Y'all know I'm not that girl. Well, y'all should know.
I'm about to send you a video, JR. Hold on. I'm about to send you a video. DJ Academics joint.
Whoever the fuck, DJ Academics is probably one of the worst guys to ever have not be on your side if you're a celebrity, because the niggas tell him everything. He said bro had Megan Thee Stallion saved his 2 cups. Like, dog. Come on, bro.
Yeah, that is crazy.
Trev, what would you do if you found out the new girl you was dating, and like you found out, like, say M White and JR told you, like, man, when niggas got her saved, their phone is 2 cups. That's all it takes. What would you do?
I mean, that's that at that point.
I mean, obviously, and they verified it and showed you, not like they just,
Yeah. Not no hearsay shit, but
yeah.
I mean, that shit is off. The whole facts failed.
Yeah, your past matters. Unless the only people who don't want their past to matter are the women who have questionable past.
The checkered past, absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because you think about it, you ask a nigga to show his credit report, if he, pontificating, start dragging, there's some shit in there you don't want to see, or his criminal report. The same thing, like his background check. The only people who don't want you to see that shit are people with dirt on their nose.
No, that's facts.
I ain't never seen a nigga with above a 650 ever be like, hey, no, I don't want to show you. No, that's private. But when them shit starts with 5s and 4s, niggas get creative, like, oh man, I can't remember my pen.
They're real bashful.
It's in the back chat, JR.
Or when niggas start talking about, like, oh, all I get is bad bitches, and somebody like, let me see your baby mama. And he don't immediately, go in the back chat and, hey, look, real quick. That nigga had a baby by a booger wolf.
Hey, Mom, what am I looking for? I see the link.
No, it's literally in the beginning of the video. Like,
no, it's not taking me to a video. It's taking me to a series of videos.
That nigga sent you a viral.
Wait, hold on. Let me go to click on the one video.
You better turn your antivirus on, bro. He finna send you some wild shit.
No, it's directly from YouTube.
I brought that.
But I'm sending them. All right, there you go.
What y'all sending?
It's just a video, a conversation. It's gonna be quick though. They're gonna get right to it though.
Yeah, my throat hurt.
Uh-oh.
Saying stuff.
Are you mad at me?
you gotta start saying that, though, baby. You gotta start saying that. I mean, that was just random. It was quiet as hell. You just
it came out of nowhere. Like,
I told you
that's
that's why I can't sleep tonight because my
just-
throat hurts.
just keep that on the low.
Yeah, don't. You keep that to yourself.
A regular conversation with y'all. Like, this is horrible.
That wasn't a conversation. You just came out of nowhere.
Yeah. Keep your throat activities to yourself.
I mean, if a guy would have said, it would have been like pause. But I mean, it's
for sure.
Heavy pause. All right, let's figure out how to pull this up. Yeah, wow, man. Why I'm pulling this up, man? Like, what you guys think about that Adrien Broner situation?
I don't even know who that is. It's
He's in
lame.
trouble, man.
That nigga just needs to
Wait.
stay out.
He
Wait.
needs to retire.
You gotta just
Wait,
walk
hold on.
some
I need to
social
have a
media.
conversation about this.
That was all bad.
Why does he
Yeah,
look
I
like the
couldn't believe
Mucinex monster? And I was like,
What are we talking about?
what is it? Like, I
Adrien
look back, I was
Broner.
like, I know Adrien Broner used to be a boxer, if I'm not mistaken. So I went and
He was
looked
nice.
back.
That was like
That's what I'm
Mayweather's
saying.
protege.
He was
He was
slated
nice.
to be like one of the best. And now
nice.
he remind me of Shamar now. And I'm like, all he need is
That's fucked up.
I'm just
You said the
the
music
way he funny made.
hard. Like, what are we? That's cold.
But
Adrien Broner
and then
was
he
nice.
was like,
I couldn't believe it.
you don't want to kiss me? I'm that guy. You're not. You look like
Yeah, look
Shamar,
bad.
straight up.
The fact that she didn't kiss you should have told you that.
You.
The most he could have did was laugh it off for some shit. First off, like I think he like 36. He like kissed me for the chat. I'm like, oh shit. He just
That's
said that, yo,
wild.
grown ass man.
Okay, so
Like,
explain
that
what
right there
happened
just
for
killed it for me.
people.
No, I'm about to play it. Give me 1 second. I'm about to play it for you.
That killed it for me. He said, kiss me for the chat. I'm like,
Hey man, that's what streamer you gotta do. You gotta use the lingo.
no, come on, bro. Like, just think about that.
I don't know about music.
I don't think that's some words you would ever utter, right? Never.
No.
Right. Like that right there alone killed it
I
for
would
me.
also never stream my day. I would never do that.
I mean, if it's pre-planned or some shit, but not like just
That's the problem. That's why I don't. Me having a pre-planned day, that shit is rough.
All right, let me go ahead and bring this up. Where is it at?
My hair.
Here it is, right here.
All right, bro.
Kiss for the chat. That's crazy.
Yo.
I'll kiss the child. I'll kiss the child.
Kiss the chat.
Julian, where's the seasoning?
They don't.
Just like
She gonna be a bitch. I leave though.
there's seasoning. I
Nah, I don't play with women. All that playing, I don't play with women, gang. I'm that nigga. I'm really him, bro. I don't I don't care how beautiful a woman is, none of that, bro. I make my own millions. Don't nobody do a round for me. Don't nobody run a mile for me. None of that. I don't care about a beautiful woman. So if she wanna go, let her go. Nigga, I'm rich already, gang. I'm me, bro. I built. Let's kiss for the chat.
We're not kissing.
That's crazy.
I'm not doing that. I'll kiss the child. I'll kiss the child.
Kiss the chat.
Julian, where's the seasoning?
They don't.
Just like
She gonna be a bitch. I leave though.
there's seasoning.
Nah, I don't play with women. All that playing, I don't play with women, gang. I'm that nigga. I'm really him, bro. I don't I don't care how beautiful a woman is, none of that, bro. I make my own millions. Don't nobody do a round for me. Don't nobody run a mile for me. None of that. I don't care about a beautiful woman. So if she want to go, let her go. Nigga, I'm rich already, gang. I'm me, bro. I built.
Okay, my hand's
He the
shaking.
next Delonte.
Yo.
He was definitely
Feelings was hurt.
Damn, that's embarrassing,
You know,
man.
like
That was
he
embarrassing.
like he the next Deontay West. Like he's like I don't even know why people even want to watch it. He just crashing out. He drunk. He on all this type of shit. He's not who he used to be. Yeah, like he just.
Have y'all seen that nigga side profile?
He
I mean,
let
he was
himself
just
go.
talking about. He's talking about he had millions. He was just talking about in
He
another
don't
clip.
got. He not.
He couldn't even get a Lyft or Uber.
Like
Um,
Uber.
he
Yeah,
didn't
that
have
was
the money to even get that. And it's
damn.
sad that, you know, at one point, you know, yes, he was good at what he did, but like look where he is now. Like he's, you know, rejection, it sucks. Rejection sucks, especially you think that you're that dude. And I mean, look at him. Like, I mean, I wouldn't want to kiss him either.
Yeah, I don't even think he delusional. I think he just that's how high and drunk people act. They just like literally like if you walk past a homeless person on the street, they gonna be just as crazy. Say the same dumb shit, you know.
I feel. Let me shut up.
It's been sad, man. Like even the camera and shit was crazy. Like he just getting worse and worse.
Hey man, we talking about him, so shit. Maybe that might be the angle. He's like, man, just let me go crash out. Bad publicity is all publicity is good, or whatever it is they say in the media.
Yeah, because
So he was a millionaire at one point.
Yeah, he was a good boxer.
He was getting it in. He was getting it in.
He was a good boxer who at one point
he was the welterweight champ in the world at one point.
At one point he got exposed for the weaknesses that he had in boxing, and from there it was just like it was complete. It was downhill.
I think it was the weakness in his discipline.
Oh yeah, I think that too. Yeah, I think that.
Yeah, he
and he's so arrogant and so cocky, and you know, it seemed like he was a little insecure about maybe who he was because of he had to show that in his personality, try to dominate, you know, in that personality, and he's still doing it to this day.
I don't think it was his discipline at all. I think it was literally just the way that he fought, and I think it's the way he trained. I think he trained in a way like once you step up to A class competition, like you can't depend on what you used to depend on. He used to depend on his speed and all that type of stuff. He wouldn't let his hands go until the end of the fight because you can do that with lower competition. They're gonna get gassed, right? But when you step up to A class competition, you're not going to have a conditioning issue. So you can't do that. Like it was nothing he could have done to beat Maidana besides switch his entire boxing style, get new trainers, and spar different.
But his discipline lacked outside the ring. Like I get you. His skill set was tight, but he lived the life of a celebrity boxer. He didn't live the life of a boxer. That's where he fell apart. His skill set was tight, but yeah, he lived that life. You always caught him, even at the height of his career. He was drunk. He was outside acting like a clown. So that's where I
getting
think
caught on camera by a little
scallywags.
He was always slipping.
Yeah, but if you ever watch him spar, like you could instantly tell, like he's not letting his hands go, like until the end, until the like the 6th round in sparring, and it's the same in the real fights. He don't let his hands go until the end of the fight.
Well, he never was a follow-through puncher. He actually was a pity-pat type of striker. If you really watched how he delivered it, he touched. He never connect. He didn't push through. He was a that was his fighting style, and that carried him, like you said, until he got to somebody who could absorb that, suppress it, you know, give you some real work.
Yeah, like somebody who's gonna pressure him the entire fight. It just is downhill from there. Like, but he was amazing. It was fun to watch him though. Like all the other it was fun to watch him though, for sure.
For a while. Damn, what happened?
Andrea pulling up a video.
No, not that. I'm just saying with bro, like how did he become that? Like, because the thing that bothers me the most is just how out of touch he is. Like he's not even seeing it. Because them joints in there, they was made. They was like what I call plasticas or bionic women, because you got fake lips, fake breasts, fake ass, fake everything. Like that's not really a baddie. That's just somebody that's like a Mr. Potato Head type shit. So when I don't like them type of women. To me, I feel like if you got 3 or more fake parts, you got to be classified as a bionic woman. So with them, it's like, come on, bro.
Wait, do you
like,
count?
That's what's rejecting. Say what?
You count like each titty as one?
Nah, that's one. That's one modification, right? Because you get them together. So that would be one. So if you got fake titties and fake lips, then you can't do a third. Like I wouldn't even like at that point you can't even do eyelashes no more.
I think it's crazy to say because those women at this point are out his league, and that's the crazy part, right?
Are they though?
Yeah.
Well, yeah, I guess because he's so far down.
When she,
Yeah.
If he would have kissed him.
he was looking like, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
What kind of dude asked for a kiss though? Like, how would he ask for it? That was weird.
If that was Clav, they would have did it.
Bro, if that was Ryan
same corny ass line,
she'd have been putting her hair in a ponytail for him.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah.
If it was Floyd, she would like. That's the hard thing, man. When you realize you done fell off, like, and like,
but he don't. That's the problem.
Like,
he don't. He's in denial. He don't realize he fell off.
Like, this is his moment because it's self-confidence. Because be damned. It's he got a couple 100,000 people watching his shit. And they all it ain't good.
Laughing at him.
Yeah.
And it was out his league because he don't got money no more, right? Like those women can be bought. Like every girl inside of that, every girl inside of that room had a price, and he just couldn't afford the price.
And I bet you they would pay before they got there.
Yeah.
Oh shit, this is gonna be bad.
All right, I'm about to ready to go ahead and play this. It's the right video, right, Mont?
Yep.
All right.
Stand on what you're standing on without involving me, leave me up out of it. You get what I'm saying? Because don't make me explain why you feel some type of way. We shouldn't even have to do that.
You was getting her a new man, yo.
Yeah, and then the nigga, he came with the Superman shit. And
I ain't gonna lie, yo, I fuck with Party, but like he probably feel crazy. I ain't know you was smashing her. So yo, that's my worst nightmare. I'm defending a chick from some random fuck nigga. She told my, this nigga just talking crazy about me. So of course I'm gonna stand up for your honor. Now we throwing the mix. He fucks you. I'm like, hold on, what the fuck? You just got me. I don't want to be defending you from your past.
Yeah, we can't see the video.
The song out, you know what I'm saying?
Did you know you and Tori was smashing her at the same time?
I'm pretty sure Buddy's a good guy.
Did you know that you and Tori was hitting at the same time? Keep it on.
Tory business, that ain't my business.
So you found out when the shit happened. You rapped about it though. Like, so we gotta talk about it.
No, I did not say the day before.
If you were smashing the day before,
she shot him.
He was with her the night before, so he was beating her down the night before. So
I don't know. That ain't got nothing. I ain't put all them pieces together.
But you were thinking about it though.
No, I didn't.
She like short niggas, I realize.
A lot of bitches like short niggas.
No way. Which bitch like short niggas?
All these bitches you've been telling me you trying to get.
Yeah, that's true.
Since I've been here. I need some bitches. Show me how to get the bitch.
What is about fucking short niggas, man?
He one of them short nigga haters.
Hold on. Wait, hold on.
I see you fucking with that short ass.
Yeah. I ain't gonna. For real, dog.
I see you like midgets. You one of them.
Nah. I ain't gonna shame you.
I can smell it on you. I can see that.
I don't. I'm gonna be honest. I'm gonna tell you why I don't.
Showed it, bro.
No. I don't. No. I'm just shocked by it, especially like.
Y'all know what this nigga said to me? Which camera look at me in my face? This one. This one, the one I'm pointing at. This one. You know what this nigga said to me when we took the pictures before we came in? When I walked up next to you on the backdrop, what you say, Act? It's the first thing you said when I walked up next to you on the backdrop.
I said, man, I like them Burberry pants, man. That shit look fire. I said, yo, if I have a baby shower.
This nigga said, they said, damn, you taller than I thought.
Nah, you were taller. I thought you were 5'3".
The nigga said, you taller than I thought. So that's what I'm saying. Like, it ain't you a short nigga hater, man.
No. You know why?
It's all good.
No, I'm not. I'm gonna tell you why I'm not a short nigga hater.
Yeah,
because when I hear some shit, I don't want nigga to be a fat nigga hater. Be like, oh, yo, yeah, like yo, fat niggas be getting it.
You play the part.
You feel like you fat,
nigga. That's what it's online.
But that's the embarrassing part. Like for men, to like have like she had a boyfriend at this time, like, and these niggas like was just putting her through the mattress. And I know Bo gonna be like, well, how do we know they're not lying? But she lost the benefit of the doubt when she lied.
Bo
And
is
then she
over there
told the
watching,
truth.
Bo is over there watching Indian Mission Impossible. Like you can see her TV. Like oh, man.
I'm playing Fortnite.
That's an Indian Tubi movie.
I'm playing Fortnite.
But Durka.
Oh no.
Shut up.
Oh man.
I'm not sure you finished your point, Mom. You were just saying that that's
Yeah,
when
I think-
videos come out like that, you basically saying that this is what men are talking about. Well,
Yeah.
it's another. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
No, yeah, it's just like it's also who you fucked, right? Like you could have fucked a nigga who's never gonna say nothing to nobody, and guess what? It is what it is. But you made on top of just being promiscuous, you made very bad decisions about who you want to be promiscuous with, which reflected on your man because now he defending you, and now he's the biggest dweeb in the world now, like biggest dweeb in the world now because he was defending you during that situation, and you embarrassed him. You embarrassed the fuck out of him. So I just don't want Bo to think that we being unreasonable in this particular situation because I don't think this is that like.
Even if they was just holding hands,
No.
too many niggas had their hands on her. At the end of the day.
I genuinely am. I'm not asking y'all loaded questions. I'm genuinely asking y'all questions because I only know parts of this. I don't follow Meg. I've listened to her music, but I don't regularly listen to her music. So like when I'm asking y'all questions, I'm asking genuinely. These are not, I don't have preconceived notions in my head because I genuinely don't know. I've never seen her present herself as a hoe. So I don't know. Like I haven't seen it. From what I have seen, I haven't seen it. So that's all I was saying. I'm not being disingenuous. I really am not. And I'm not trying to get y'all in nothing. I'm genuinely asking questions.
Gotcha. Okay. Yeah, it's just all of these things compound, and it's like when you go to court and you kind of like you build like you character witnesses and all these type of things, right? Like all of these things go into how people view you.
That's circumstantial evidence, right? Or what?
Mhm. Yeah, and it's worth something.
Don't put it on court because then you can get subpoenaed. Now you gotta tell the truth. So attorney, get your ass on the stand and say, Megan, did you fuck all of these niggas? She can lie to Gayle King. She better not lie under oath. That's a whole different ballgame. That's the worst thing that can happen to a chick. Get asked her body count under oath.
Well, I think 9 out of 10 would get perjured. But
most motherfuckers, like, and most women don't know they can plead the fifth. But again, pleading the fifth, you ain't got to tell us it's 300. We just know you're a hoe now.
What's going on, Mommy 3?
I'm tired.
Okay, it's all time, man. You gonna
Keep coming tired, Mommy 3.
I'm better close down momentarily. We were trying to get your thoughts on some of this. We've been talking about Klay and Megan, of course, tying it back into relationships. Like, what are your thoughts? I know I haven't heard you speak on this at all. Just curious. I know you be following some of these things pretty heavy. What are your thoughts?
I just think both of them lame to me. I just think I just hate how Meg, knowing that, I just feel like her label or somebody made her post it. That's how I feel because of the entertainment industry and how they want her to be seen with her label. I feel like she did some lame stuff by canceling her gigs. Like she made an announcement that her last day is going to be May 1st, which is tomorrow, right? Yeah, tomorrow. Well, yeah, tomorrow. I feel like her label is running out of things to do for her to keep her relevant. And they always go with relationships with her. So I hate that. I I did hear Munt keep using JT. Like, nigga, do you know why JT even went to jail for being a trick and a hoe? Like he keep using JT as an example on like, you know, she make whole music, but I wouldn't put her in the same category as Meg, but JT went to jail for being a hoe.
I'm about to fact check you. I'll be right back. All right.
Yeah, go, please go. Cause she was a whole little trick, and she went to jail for some money issues with a nigga she was fucking with. Like, no nigga from her hometown. What do you want to fuck her? So why not get with Uzi?
Wait, so wait. Are you saying that she went to jail for soliciting, or what?
Yeah, she had a dude that she was fooling with, and she took the blame for some stuff. And she went to jail. I mean, but she was still tricking. But she was still tricking. I mean, don't just go by the celebrity bodies. What about the other bodies before you became a celebrity?
We just want to talk about what we know. So
no. You can't put no girl on no damn JT. A city girl. You say a city girl is a good girl. A city girl. Her and JT start a whole movement. Like real shit.
I can only go off of what I know and what I see, right? So we can
okay.
Guess,
name another chick besides JT.
No,
just give me another name. Give me another name besides.
You give me some proof. So all right, but real quick, because you said she was tricking. I'm gonna tell you her charges, right? JT didn't have a long list of different unrelated charges. Her case centered around a fraud scheme, but legally it included a few specific federal charges.
It was a dude that was getting her money. That was like
she was scamming with a nigga like all these other chicks.
She was fucking.
These niggas get somebody and they get a chick to scam with them. It's that simple. I ain't seen nothing.
Hold on. I'm sorry. Somebody said I got a mouth like Willie. Oh, let me calm down. Whew.
Wait, what do you mean by that? What do you mean by that?
That's how I curse too much like Willie.
Oh, okay.
Okay, let me start.
That's the difference, right? Bitch. That's just a hyena bitch that read the Bible once and thinks she better than everybody else. Like, nobody
Let me start. Let me calm down. But I just feel like you need a name. I feel like you should name another chick besides JT. Like
she got booked for scamming.
Okay, name another chick. Name another chick.
Why? When I have the perfect one, because she wasn't.
That's not a perfect one.
Why is it not perfect?
It's not.
Because she got the same rap lyrics, but what she's actually doing in real life is different. Like we don't see her fucking around with all these people. She wasn't selling pussy. She was scamming. She was like she been in jail
majority of her whole fucking career. The other chick was rapping for her. So what do you mean? She was barely even out, and as soon as she got out of jail, she got in a relationship.
Hey, I can only go off her actions. You know what I'm saying that's all I'm gonna go off. I ain't trying to judge her like unfairly. I can only judge her by actions.
But no, I don't really have. I just think I don't know. I just hate that. I just feel like with Meg Rip, I feel like her saying that. I just feel like she shouldn't post it online. I like just being honest. I feel like that should have been just between her and him, and had it to where like people didn't know what the relationship was going in. I just feel like she should have kept it to herself. I would have kept it to myself. I don't care. I would have kept it to myself. And that's why women need to stop posting these relationships. Like, she the one posted she cooking Thanksgiving dinner and all that stuff. Like, I wouldn't did that. Like, don't post them till you married them to them or something. Like, I just feel like she did too much. Don't be posting these men. Man, keep it to yourself.
She had to post it because she wanted people to think that she was something that she fucking not. That's why. You know how many hoes get in the kitchen because shit they gotta eat too. Like you don't get no credit for you cook Thanksgiving dinner. Like, thank you for doing what you proud because now you doing some non-hoe shit.
Look, okay, I gotta respond to this. Somebody said she went to jail for fraud, not prostitute. Man, what you think tricks do when they be having that money? Y'all don't know where she from. Do you know where she from?
Well, I know what
going with the men. Like I know plenty of dealers that got some women out here cleaning some money. So what is you talking about?
Her charges are not for prostitution.
I ain't saying what prostitution. You don't know what come what. Also, men just giving these women money on the street for free.
No, they giving them money to help them scan.
You sound so down. Let me shut up.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
They helping them scan.
You're right. You in the you know everything.
I literally know.
I know a lot of them that do other things too. They don't just they trick off most definitely. Okay. So you telling me the stuff that she rapped about she never did. The stuff that she rapped about was stuff that they were actually doing in the town. That's why they were.
She rap about scaling pussy.
Go listen to the lyrics, sir.
You could.
So you telling me the stuff that she was rapping about she never did.
She rap about dealing with niggas with money.
So what they was doing to get the money? So you telling me she wasn't fucking none of them niggas that she was rapping about?
I would assume that if her lyrics are true that she was fucking.
So why are you comparing them to them the same bitches, different fonts, man? Like what you talking about? They the same hoes.
So I tell you what.
And rapping about being hoes to make other bitches be hoes. Them hoes are still in the same category. They rap and talk about the same shit.
Because so this is the difference. I would assume that she is doing that versus we know what Megan is doing. Right?
You don't know, you don't know what's going on with somebody else coochie. Lord, y'all in the same way y'all be knowing the women that y'all be marrying be faithful.
No.
That be the same thing. Y'all be really knowing.
This is where I'm being fair and you not, right? I'm telling you, I just showed y'all a video of at least the nigga saying I fucked her, right? At least the video saying of a nigga saying I fucked her versus you.
And the fact that you didn't even say that shit was.
You don't have nothing besides a rap lyric on JT.
So you telling me that she just rapping just to be rapping?
She might not.
But listen to yourself. Listen to yourself.
No. I showed you something. You don't have nothing but the rap lyrics.
So you telling me putting that shit out there is just saying, oh, I'm just rapping about this. Yeah, I'm just twerking on top of cars. Yeah, I'm just doing this just, to get a bag, but I ain't really doing it.
Okay, let's just say at minimum, JT used to do that a long time ago.
Oh, so she can used to be a hoe. So it's okay to used to be a hoe?
Yeah, it's better than being a hoe still.
Lord, somebody please take that man off me.
That's wrong. No, you can't do that.
Y'all disagree.
You can't do that.
Hold on. Tell me you disagree that used to be in a hoe 7 years ago.
So what's the age limit? They supposed to stop.
You gotta let me finish. You saying that being a hoe 7 years ago and not being a hoe no more is not as bad, is the same as still being a hoe?
So
at this big age of 30?
So a man say, okay, I used to get dick back in the day, but I don't want no dick no more.
Whoa. That's different. That's being gay.
That's still being a hoe. Come on now.
All right, cool.
Terrible analogy, but I mean,
that was a terrible analogy.
Yeah, that was because that's exactly how we feel about
the way
women.
Because it resonates to a woman. The way listen. Stop being sensitive. I'm not being sensitive. You talking about a woman being a hoe. You speaking on women. So if I speak on a man situation, always sensitive. Stop being so sensitive. Just keep it where it's at. You cannot take them miles off her pussy because she was a hoe back in the day and she went to jail and she couldn't be a hoe no more.
How many miles on it?
You don't. Boy,
we don't fucking know.
How many miles on Meg pussy?
I can tell you the bodies that we know about.
Give me the miles.
Well,
it's the bodies we know about.
250,000.
That's 11,000 right there.
250,000, 12 owners.
Uzi, I guarantee you, JT can take Uzi back to her hometown, and I guarantee you, by 5-6 nigga already said, "Man, you fuck her." Before she got on.
But we not adding hometown.
By 10 niggas can say, "Look, man, Uzi done fuck, man, I done fuck that hoe so many times." You can't even take half of these women can't even take a nigga to their hometown because they done fuck the whole town.
We don't only talking about what we know. We can assume that Megan got a bunch of hometown bodies too, but we not putting that on her jacket right now.
Man, you cannot compare. Man, them the same hoes, bro. And then they promoting being hoes. So her promoting being a hoe, she just as in the same boat as Megan Thee Stallion.
Yeah. No, she not. So this is why I'm saying it, right? Because I don't know about everybody else, right? But I believe it's how you act and what you do right now is the most important thing in the world. right?
So y'all hear
What
that, ladies?
you
So
on right
stop. Don't
now?
worry about what you did in college and all this stuff and blah blah blah. Just worry about what you doing now and how you carry yourself now. Okay.
So are we
Yeah,
saying that
My
people
my
can't
best stance if you would
change?
if you would,
Do we
Yeah,
say that
people
people don't
can't.
change?
No, we're not saying that. I'm just saying what men put out here that body count, body. That's all they talk about. Before I even got on the show, when I was listening, they were talking about body count, body count. Who you was with? The older women back in the day were this way, and they was hiding being a hoe. And then, but it still matters. It still that's all y'all. That's all men keep saying that. Who you was with, who you been with, and all this and that, it matters.
Yeah. So the reality is what can be proven, right? That's the reality, whether we like it or not. You can wife a hoe, and if nobody ever say anything, you never knew she was a hoe. If you wife a hoe and she got public information, niggas everywhere saying shit, then
So what
obviously
stop so stop the rhetoric with saying that a woman past still matters when you clearly saying that it doesn't. Like, say for instance, she was that type of way in college. But then again, then she turn around and say, you know what? I'm tired of this, and I'm not finna date. I'm not finna have sex with every man I go on a date with.
Yeah.
And she's starting to change. Y'all still will say something about her.
Who's your?
I'm just saying, most men still will say something about her having, just like she was married, she done had kids. They still would label her as, oh, you're a single mother, you don't have any value. That's crazy.
For the record, I just want to point out, mine is the only one saying that a bitch past don't matter. Because
Hold on, I'm not saying that a woman's past doesn't matter. This is the most important. This is the most important thing, right? So this is why men don't give most of y'all the benefit of the doubt, because most of y'all stand on it for the rest of your life. You got some women who was dumb when they was stupid and they did dumb things with their body, and they got older and they telling women like, yo, you don't want to do what I did. I'm disgusted by how I used to be. Most women don't say that. Y'all double down and y'all stand on that shit and y'all say body count or nothing I did in the past should matter. If you actually were a woman who was like, yo, I was one way when I was younger, but I was dumb. I didn't have my father. I didn't have this, that, and the third. A lot of niggas would be okay with that.
So why you talking about Meg? Meg had a fucked up. She lost her parents. So why she can't get a
pass?
pass?
Tell you to mind your fucking business if you talk to her about her past. She will say, "Why the fuck you asking me?"
Okay, but you giving women that you don't even know yet or whatever, you giving them a pass on their past because she didn't have fathers and that. So why Meg can't get a pass?
Giving nobody a pass, but we're having a conversation about the things that we have in front of us that is proven. And what and my point was, JT is behaving differently right now than Megan Thee Stallion is. They have two different behaviors right now, when it just is what it is, whether we like it or not.
So basically, you're saying that Meg should have sex with men who's not going to talk about it.
That's better than her doing what she's doing now. Yeah, absolutely.
Okay. I got okay. I feel like that. Yeah, I feel like that because it's like I feel like that's lame for a man to talk about that. You know what I'm saying? To even have them type of conversations live. You know what I'm saying? We already know academic motive because he don't like who Meg roll with because they try to sue him or whatever. So he'll do anything to try to expose anybody dealing with Rock Nation because he don't like them. So I just feel like that's lame. I think it's lame to just sit around and just have a conversation about him laying with somebody and this and that. I just feel like guys. My daddy won't talk about no stuff like that. My brothers want to sit up and talk about a woman body, having sex with different women, this and that, who they done had sex with. I just feel like that was lame. So yeah, it does make sense. Maybe if she was dealing with men who wouldn't talk about it, people wouldn't.
Yeah, that's a big fucking problem. Is when you fucking somebody who don't respect you. That's even worse than fucking somebody who does respect you.
Okay,
that's what happened. Like it wasn't like a thing where. That's the difference.
True. Like that.
And I feel like the baby probably don't talk about every bitch he fucked like that. It's the ones that he don't respect or the ones that just made it real easy for him. Like So
Yeah, that's crazy. I don't like that. I just don't like that. But like you said, it is the choices that we make. But the thing is, when you as an individual, you go on a date, I know you engage, whatever, but just put yourself in a single, man's shoes real quick. You go on a date
are you dating to have sex with this woman? Like, do you guys already know what category you're gonna put this woman in before you take her on a date?
It depends. You might have got put in the category as soon as I saw you, and you might have not got put in the category yet. You can get put in that category. Depends on how you know what signals you put out there. Like if your ass is all out, then a man gonna instantly know I want that. That's what I want.
But do you expect for her to have sex with you, or you will take a L if you don't?
I mean, you two will take an L if she don't. However, being a man who's had sex with a certain number of women, like we can identify like how fast. You know, like when Ali is like, "Yo, I'm gonna knock him out in the 5th round."
Mm-hmm.
Like we already on that. We got so much experience. We already know what round we gonna knock you out in. So it's like.
So that's why I say, like, when it comes down to women making that decision on, hey, should I give my body to this man? Like, I feel like men, y'all only looking at it experience from you as an individual. You're not understanding who she's dating or whatever date. I feel like most men won't get as lucky. And I feel like, but a man's just thinking of himself as an individual, he feel like he should get it. And that's why I feel like most women body count become so high and they have more sex than men. Is because sometimes that's all they can offer. And then it doesn't, and a man will lose interest because nothing else comes with her but the sex. Like the conversation, everything just dies down. And I feel like that's why a lot of women end up getting ghosted or losing in the end because they feel like that's all they can offer.
Yeah.
That kind of was the point I was trying to get to early in the conversation. When me and Mom was talking about it, I'm saying like in this day and age, it's unrealistic to expect men to date women and not expect sex. And they'll move on. And a woman might not be a bad woman. She just trying to get in a relationship and do what she think necessary. And it don't work out for whatever reason. And the men who can run through women usually gonna have the most women trying the hardest, and he might be disqualifying them for damn near anything, and that'll make her a bad woman. That just means that at that time, for whatever reason, you know what I'm saying, and she could keep running into those specific, it could be an archetype of man she like, and that's the problem. It ain't really she a bad woman or a hoe, she just really like a specific type of man, and she can't lock the nigga down.
Can
and
I ask a question?
And won't give up on that shit.
Can I ask a question?
Yeah, for sure.
What is this 20% of men that y'all think have access to 80% of women? Like what do these 20% of men have?
Men that are fathering the 80% of the children. That's not a think, that's a fact.
What do these men? What are those type of men? Who are they?
Men that,
what are the 20%?
Men that women genuinely desire and want to fuck and find physical.
Right. I'm saying, describe that man.
Over 6 feet. That's one.
Hold on. So
no, it is easy to describe that man. Square jawline, muscles, over 6 feet, and good teeth. That's pretty much what women are looking for in general.
So
to make physical attributes.
If I can make it like bring it to realistic for you, like Bo, like it's typically men who are physically attractive or men who got money, right? Because women, that's who women are going for. And you got the other men who work a little bit harder, he funny and all this other type of stuff. But we know who the women are going. Like we know the difference between the guy who can walk up to a woman and make conversation, and it's like he gonna get her number versus the man who do the same thing, except he not gonna get the number because he ugly. Right.
So are we saying that? So maybe I don't know the numbers for these 20% that are having babies with the 80%. I don't know all of that, but y'all seem to think that there's this large portion of men who don't have access and who don't have options of women. It is not a large portion of men in the population, because I can guarantee you average men are not hard up for women. They have women clamoring for them. And these are like average looking men, average to below average looking men. They do not have problems getting women. I've met too many of them. I've dated too many of them.
That's not our agent. Our number one agency isn't our look, it's our ability to provide. Y'all's number one agency is
these men cannot provide either. They can't solely provide, is what I'm saying.
So what you're saying is, so women are fucking the bums too, is what you're saying.
No, they're not necessarily bums. They're just average men. They are men who need women to have an income to make the household work. I'm talking about average men, average looking men, below average looking men.
The men on the couch.
So, Bo, here's a question, Bo. What percent of men in dating age do you think had no sex within the past 365 days?
Y'all know I don't know nothing about all of these percentages.
No, because
I know
you seem to have
lived
the ideas
experience.
because you're telling us.
Because I have lived experiences. I understand. I understand.
Might go ahead and smash average men, but the majority of women don't.
We gotta put a poll in the chat.
That is not true. These men are not hard up for women. Average men are not hard up for women as long as they're good men.
Right, so Bo, I'll give you a couple things.
At what age?
Most relationships.
Because how are you getting these statistics? You don't know. The only thing you know, the only way you know these statistics is off of dating apps and controlled studies, and that does not tell you a large percentage of the population because controlled studies are only within like 1,000 people, and everybody is not on a dating app.
More than half of relationships are formed through apps today. You could look that up. So that tells you that
the large majority of women are not on dating apps.
Well, guess what? Most relationships today are formed from dating apps. That's what I'm telling you. Most relationships today are formed from dating apps. I'm trying to tell you.
The majority of the population is not on a dating app.
Let me say this. Can I say something real fast? Because I just looked up this stat, right? And it does say, I see what you're saying, where you're trying to go, but with all races. But then it goes back and it says, Black men are actually less likely to be sexless than other groups. So I don't think that's y'all.
Y'all are not hard up for anything.
So the reason why Black men are less likely to be sexless is because the desirable Black men are desirable to more than just Black women. The majority of desirable Black women are primarily desirable to only Black men. That's why. Other races will fuck, marry, and settle down and want and strive to have a successful Black man. Most other races will only strive to fuck a desirable Black woman.
Well, you just spoke against what she's so to take that was adding more, but what Trev said is
100% accurate. The majority of new relationships are stemming from dating apps. It's not just marriage, it's right. It's long-term relationships. The majority of sexual relationships are stemming from people they've met on social media and dating apps. He's not wrong. Like, you can verify that. And I think the study he's talking about came from Harvard. So, like, I mean, we got to trust them.
But we're talking about.
We don't have to trust Harvard. I can tell you a lot of things about Harvard that you shouldn't trust.
So I get what she's saying. You would have to. It would be hard to, because there are people. There's a demographic that's just not on dating apps, right? They're just not into dating apps.
Most women are not on dating apps.
Yeah. So a lot of people are not on dating apps. So it'd be hard to get a real. If you're having a lot of sex, you're probably like, if you can get it walking outside to Walmart.
You're not on there.
Like you got, you're probably not going to be on a dating app.
They have dating apps just for fucking. That's what Tinder was for. Tinder was a hookup website that, unfortunately, older women came on and started using as a dating app. That was for college kids to find somebody on campus that was local that wanted to fuck. Same way Facebook used to be just for college kids. And then older women got on Tinder and started turning into a dating app where now we're on a dating app where everybody just been here saying, hey, I'm only here for a weekend, but now y'all want to make it to where, okay, cool. Well, I'm looking for something long-term. I don't want to fuck anymore. If you guys knew how many people were on dating apps, because Trev did his own, but I ran a study a year ago and paid for it to see how many women are on dating apps. It is a shit ton of women. No, it's way too many women to be on dating apps that are answering these polls, that are participating in these voluntary questionnaires, to just be on here lying when they're all anonymous.
I have a question. So on these dating apps, to get the information that Bo is trying to receive, are they asking you when you sign up? Are you in a sexless relationship? Have you not had sex? How are they getting this information out of you?
They're asking the people who use them. For example, a man has to swipe right damn near 200% more. Excuse me, an attractive man has to swipe right almost 200% more than a average woman does on a dating app before he gets a match. And of those matches, if he matches with 10 women, he may sleep with one, right? Unfortunately, there's not a lot of the top tier guys on dating apps. So let's talk about the average niggas. Average niggas have to swipe 2,000% more than the average woman does. And what happens is you ask those men, how many people have of in your time on insert dating app here? How many dates have you been on? How many times have you slept with them? They ask those questions inside of the app so they can aggregate this data. Y'all are only arguing with it not because you have something to counter the point, because you don't agree with it or believe it.
No,
I don't. I really don't. That's why I was asking the questions, because all I know is these apps do not contain the population of people that exist in the United States. Like, all people are not on these apps. All people do not participate in these studies. So that's why I do not pay attention to statistics, because one, it's not a fair representation. It's just a controlled study with a certain number of people. Apps only have a certain number of people on it, but also there is too much context behind a lot of those things. Me having been on a dating app in the past, men are sexless because men do not know how to be people to women. Men do not know how to treat women like people, and these men are going on these apps specifically to smash, and that is it. They are not going on these apps in order to find a wife. They're not doing that.
To Trev's point, wait, Bo, do you know how many people are in America?
So it does.
Wait. How many people are? Look it up. I just want you to look up how many people are in America. And then, hold on.
First of all, the United States, because America is a continent.
Whatever, nigga. Same shit. So just Shan, relax. So, Bo, go ahead. How many people are in the United States of America?
It says approximately 349 million people.
105 of those million people use dating apps. When you include social media, like to include Facebook, which has a dating app, Instagram, which is largely a hookup app, and Snapchat, almost 95% of the population has social media or uses a dating app. That is the vast majority. So let's say you said the majority of people are on dating apps. Okay, cool. So 105 billion, just pure dating apps. When you add Facebook, which has a dating app built into it, what percentage do you think of people use dating apps then?
That specifically use the dating app on Facebook, or just on Facebook? Because that's most people
using Facebook dating and dating apps. How many people say that would be the majority of people that have those?
I know that the majority of people have Facebook, but I don't know about Facebook dating.
So that's fair, right? But Facebook has a dating app. So again, just say we'll split the baby. Half the people who use Facebook have Facebook accounts, use Facebook dating. Add that to the 105 million people who use dating apps. That is the majority of people in America that are, adults. We're not talking about kids, obviously. So to say that the majority of people on dating apps hasn't been true for damn near 10 years.
Right. And then even after that, you would have to assume that everybody who is not on dating apps are diametrically opposed, which is crazy. That means that all of them would have to have a completely different frame of mind that is completely opposite. I don't think it's fair to even fathom that. How could we say that?
But what I'm saying is, even the people on the dating apps, these men are these men are degenerates. I'm talking about they get on there and whine about what they don't want. They only want to. There are men with profile pictures with their tongue sticking out. What in the fuck? That men do not get that because they do not know how to treat women like they are people. I'm talking about tongue out, just tongue out.
It's
Yeah.
women doing the same.
I would
And this
say
happens
that
often.
probably 1 out of 20 women do the same thing, at least, right? With their tongue
I
out. And
don't.
women complain about
But
those
we're
things.
not talking
And I would
about
also
women.
say-
We are talking about sexless men. The reason why men are sexless is because they are horn dogs. And it's not even the lame dudes. I'll take a lame dude,
Because they're
but
horny.
men who are overtly sexual on apps, that's why they're not getting it.
No, because y'all don't care when it's the nigga with money that's overtly sexual. It's only when it's
I
the-
do. I don't want none of that.
Hey, stop making it about you. We're talking about the majority of people. You are one woman. The majority of women don't give a shit. That's women don't want to cover up when they half-ass naked outside. But when it's a bunch of rich niggas around, they only want to cover up and pull their dress down when they in a club full of broke niggas. When they go to an athlete section and they twerking, that dress come all the way up their fucking back. So you're saying you may not be like that, and just say we all believe you. Great. That's not the majority of women. The majority of women they act differently when they're around the men they want. The problem is that these women are only on these apps, one, just because it's a dopamine hit. The average chick is going to get 100 likes a day. The most handsome nigga may get 10, 15, 20 because the algorithm doesn't push him the same way it does you. If Shan has a dating profile app and a bunch of niggas are swiping on Shan and spending the ultra, the premium shit on Shan, they're going to show Shan to more people because it's going to make men spend more money.
Yeah, roses are super likes.
It's a business.
I mean, I get that for sure.
And it's gamified, and they use the same people who designed casino gaming and all of this shit. So it's a bad instance for men into.
Yeah,
and it's a sausage fest. It's like 3 to 4 men per woman on average in most of these dating apps. So men are not going to have the same experience. And then you have to understand how the algorithm works. If you're getting poor quality, then you're going to have to improve your profile. There's ways of doing that because they match you up with what they think is your speed. And a lot of people hate that idea, but if you don't like your results, you must improve. Either your pictures are blurry or your pictures are undesirable or you get a lot of left swipes. Something's wrong with your profile if you're not getting quality men.
They just added a height filter and a weight filter to Tinder.
Yeah.
Do you know how
80% of women stop at 6 feet?
Like, if you're not 6 foot on a dating app now, it's over for you.
Right. But a lot of men are lying now.
Yeah, they're gonna have
is putting 6 feet.
So y'all gonna have to reference a nigga forehead to see where it fall in his refrigerator photo. But then for women, when they ask the weight, like the number, like what do you weigh? A lot of them are gonna lie too, because a woman will swear she $160 and she 220. Like it's only gonna be
ain't nothing wrong with 220.
Listen, it's only gonna be worse for the niggas at the bottom. Like the people outside that 20%, they're going to starve. Like it's natural selection. It's not, but again, we can't argue with facts that we can verify just because we don't understand them, agree with them, or think that they are fair. Data does not care about any of that stuff. Neither does the truth. And the truth of the matter is the majority of adults in this day and age are on some sort of dating app. The majority of them. Not all, but the majority. And that's only got to be 51%.
You know, I'm not gonna say Bo's being unreasonable here, because honestly, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna just start asking niggas who I deem to be average. Like, yo, when the last time you got some box? Like, when the last time how many chicks you dealing with?
They gonna lie to you.
I want to see how them niggas are straight. Oh, you think they want lie?
Like that conversation is A to C, it's adult to child, as far as like I'm saying the vantage points. So an average nigga would have to be asking other average niggas like out in the corner with a microphone, like, hey, when was the last time you got some pussy? And then he'd have to tell. Like, you can't ask that because niggas are gonna try to impress you. Niggas are gonna try to impress like guys that they know getting boxed. Because what man is gonna sit here and tell you a nigga they think getting all the vagina in the world that this nigga been dry dick for 6 years?
But there has not been a man that I have dated in recent years that did not have options.
So that's cool for you because you date niggas that have options. That proves nothing outside of your anecdotal.
They're average dudes. They're average earning. They're around average height. I mean, 6 feet is not average, but it's around average height. 5'11".
5'9" is actually 5'9" is actually
5'9" is. I know I'm average height for what, but what I'm saying is like.
How are you?
I'm 5'9".
You average height for a man?
Very tall for a woman.
I'm average height for a man. Yeah.
Oh, word.
Yeah.
So like I date dudes. It's like either I date dudes. It's 5'9" to 6 feet. I can't never get a dude over 6 feet. Fine by me, whatever. But like for me, that anywhere between in that range is, it's more dudes to date there, but they're not like super attractive, like conventionally. A lot of these dudes are not conventionally attractive. They're not like super desired according to what men think women want, but they always have options. I mean, maybe because they're charismatic. Because I like a dude to laugh me out.
Options.
I've worked on profiles for people, so I know what women actually swipe on.
Why would y'all even?
Profiles?
Why would a woman?
I can't lie about the data no more. You can't. We know what's up. We do.
Why would you?
We know what's up with y'all. It's too late.
No options anyway. Like what? So
why
what? What woman is going to admit that she's dating men that don't have options? Because what that literally means is that you are the best they can do. That's not a compliment. So for you to out loud say, like to support a point,
it's a flex.
It doesn't work.
No, my point in bringing that up is just that average dudes still have options. Like average niggas still have options.
Average dudes don't have options. That's not what we said.
I don't.
One option is an option. You got two girls, you got an option. They don't have as many options as the men who are out here having the majority of the sex. An average nigga is not going to have the same amount of options that M. White has. An average nigga is not going to have the same amount of options that Trev has, because those are two above average niggas. If you put those two niggas in a room with two average niggas, 10 of y'all are going to look at those two niggas before y'all look at the average niggas. And the only reason why you're going to look at the average niggas is because the two niggas have already picked up two other women that you don't want to share. So now you just settling. That's how it goes for men. Like we don't care. It works in our favor, because if you put us in a room, we know we're going to grade out on top. We don't worry about that. But for average niggas, they just get to fuck the leftovers. Like, y'all wait at the finish line to fuck the winners. The average niggas wait they finish the race and then fuck who's still waiting for something to find somebody else to fuck. They don't have a choice. They just take the first thing they can get. And that's why the majority of men do not have a lot of options. The majority of men do not have the options that the men that women actually want have for themselves.
Yeah, Bo, I don't think that you actually know what average is. I think that your idea of average is just. I think that's the only issue. Like, do you think the men that you date are y'all on the same level, or do you think that like you're out of their league slightly realistically, or are y'all like kind of like similar?
A little bit of both, probably. Like we're about the same. I date men they're like pretty much on my same level, like financially and all of that.
You're average looking, above average. What do you think? Below average?
I think I'm average.
I think you're above average looking. I don't think that you like the idea of average that we're talking about is like the majority of people. Like I think that objectively you would be considered above average looking. Like the average woman that we will be talking about, average woman, more women than not are probably like not that attractive. And like we talk like the average man, I would like you think the average man is like a nigga that's like a 6.5, 7. Right. I think they talking about like 3, 4, 5. Like they talking about all of those guys.
Okay, I got you. I mean, maybe I do misunderstand what average is, but but that's why I asked at first. I was like, I wanted to know what this 20% was like. Like what you all define is this like 20% of men that most women want. That's why I was trying to get that definition, because like by definition, what I date, I think is average, because I think I'm an average person.
Yeah, I used to do dating app content and stuff. So Lapeef, you finna post a picture?
Oh.
No, it's not for me or whatever, but I used to do like dating app content, and I didn't know that I just always thought that the men was kind of like,
why you on POF though? That's like the
that's not me. I saw this on Facebook. I saw this on Facebook, and it just reminds me, like, I feel like we only see dating apps from our side, like as a woman. We only see what we get. You know what I'm saying? So I have a homeboy and he sent me like, and I'm just like going through, I'm not going to post or anything. So I'm just going through like the things that women do and say on dating apps is so bizarre. Like they'll say, like they'll put their like stuff on travel mode and they'll just come and have sex with my homeboy and
Passport
like,
mode.
yeah,
So
they put it on travel mode. And
Bo,
so
I want to ask y'all though, what platform are you using? Because you know they're all different. Like I saw POF over there. That is like the bottom of the barrel. They have the lowest quality pics possible.
POF, Black, Chispa, Her, and another one. They're all owned by the same.
Hinge is down
Well,
the
Match owns damn near everything.
And that's what I'm saying. So those
They own 42 to 46 companies.
Same with the exact same customer. They're just different colors. When I found that shit out and I saw that one group owned the majority of these fucking dating apps,
Yeah,
I'm
Match
like,
Group bought them all except for Bumble and Facebook. All the majors except for Bumble and Facebook. But the problem is they're different. They have different UIs. You will find different women on each of them. So even though they're all owned by the same type of but POF has the lowest quality by far. I can tell you right now.
Now I can show an example, just an example of what a woman say, because they be ready to fuck. I'm not gonna even lie. These woo, like I said, and he was like, yeah. And I'm like, she was like, hey, I'm at the Galleria Mall. I'm right down from you. I can come over. And she said, I'm just passing through town. I'm like, see, that's why dating apps aren't working, because it's too many hoes on the dating app. And it's like, it's like, what the fuck? Like, you cannot find anything of nothing on those apps because you got women putting themselves out there and men putting themselves out there. It's sad. It's so I didn't know that women was that. Wow, I just did not know it, and I'm just looking at it now, going through the messages. Like they just like they'll come to his house and he'll like they twerking. They don't even know this man, just twerking, got the clothes off, and I'm like,
if he bring a bitch to his house he just met, he fucking up in anyway.
He's young. He's a young guy. He just all over the place. He don't care.
Cheap, get a room.
And then it's so crazy. Like folks were saying, you gotta have money to get these hoes. You do not. All you probably need about $200 for these. Like you don't even need money.
You don't even need that. It depends.
Is your homeboy in Dallas? Because in Dallas, you definitely don't have to have money. All you have
you don't have to have money. Like he be using his homeboy card. He be using his homeboy card and stuff. But
listen, all you need is like an eighth, and you straight. And some juice.
You don't even need an 8. You get a 3-5.
Okay. So Trev, so you know about these dating apps, and I know about these dating apps or whatever.
I do. I've been studying them lately.
And so what would you tell a woman that's really, because honestly, no dating app is good. Even the ones you have to pay for with the high quality quote unquote men. Because
I'm going to tell you what. Just based on the user base. Depending on your age bracket, I would tell you right now, honestly, Facebook is going to destroy everybody because they have a very large user base and it's free.
2 billion people.
You actually find some decent quality in there if you know how to filter.
Facebook
you have to know how to filter.
2 billion people.
When I was Facebook dating, like I met a guy and he wanted me to peg him.
Hey,
you met a what?
Yo, they said that before y'all even
weird. Let me tell you something. It's some freaking, okay, so it's an app called Three-Way where couples, it's an app called Three-Way where couples.
That's where you fucked up.
Where couples, where they'll find like somebody to have sex with their partner. It's called Three-Way or whatever.
Mommy, why was you on there?
Hold on.
Mommy, why you was on that one though? Like, what was you trying to do? What you gonna find on there? You might as well have went on Pure.
Really going on?
What I was trying to do?
I was literally about to say, like, if you find yourself a nigga asking you to peg him, that's your fault. Whatever you did to have that experience in your life, where
she said she was on a Three-Way app.
Exactly. That's how you had no business on there.
Right.
Well, I will just say that that's not necessarily true, though.
What's not necessarily true?
Ma said, well, no, that's what you're going to get if you're on that. But Ma said that.
You think the average woman has had a man ask them to peg them?
I didn't say that, but you said it's your fault. But
Okay.
I know somebody who was in a relationship with a guy for a year, and out of the blue, he tried to introduce it to
That's
her.
different. She had.
And it's not even dating. I done had a guy from my hometown. He wanted somebody. He asked me. He was like, "You could pay me out." He picked it out. I got a whole text message, and I just knew him from my hometown. And I ain't even like that. I don't even put myself out like that.
8, 9,
What's wrong with pegging?
So you had more than one man in your life ask you to peg him.
Yeah.
And you think that's not?
Yeah,
not
you think it's?
I don't do nothing. Like what did I do for him to ask me that?
Y'all know how open I am to other lifestyles. Y'all know I'm like an advocate for the LGBTQ community. I love them down, but there is no way that I could. There is no way if oh God. I
never pegging. The only thing that's going to go in between a man's cheek is my face.
What? Huh?
Oh shit! I ain't gonna lie. Let me share a couple.
I gotta read the super chat.
Wait, what the fuck did you just say? Wait.
I'm joking.
Pause. What the fuck did you just say?
I can understand.
You eat boy butt?
No,
you're eating butt.
It'd be a mistake. It'd be a mistake because it's right there.
No, it's not right there.
No.
In a gooch, what a gooch.
There is no.
I can understand if a woman is eating a man's ass, but
You're
not
eating what? Ew. What the fuck?
Bo, that's not nice.
Oh, my bad.
But do you expect that?
No judgment,
Bo. Do you expect that?
No judgment.
Should no man be laying out getting his ass?
Jay, do you expect?
I'm concerned about. I'm concerned about like pink eye.
E. coli.
Pink eye.
Your eye's not in there.
Y'all just not freaky enough.
You don't need. You know what I'm saying? Like if your mouth in there, know your finger in there. Don't put it in your eye. I'm just concerned about bacteria.
You know, you make a man.
We're good to move on.
You make a man go. I made him go. Nah.
Bo, do you expect that to happen to you?
No.
Hold on.
Oh, so you just don't like that? Okay, I get it.
She can get her butt. She's a girl.
My butt is a virgin.
No, I was just asking because she was very much against it. She don't like that.
Oh,
well. But for real though, like when my homeboy asked me, I really felt bad. Like a guy, not a homeboy, but somebody I knew from school, from school or whatever. And I felt so bad that I didn't do it. He had bought the little scrap and everything, and it was pink. I got the text message, y'all. It's so crazy. I still got that text message in my phone.
Stop playing.
What?
Yeah, I'm not putting anything in there ever. I would never do that.
But I felt bad because I didn't do it, and so he had 2 girls to do it, and they filmed him and exposed him. And they posted everywhere, and I felt so bad. I'm like, man, I should just went on and fucked them. I should have went on and did it because I would have kept it a secret.
They all going crazy.
2 girls.
Just keep it a secret now.
All right. So I'm not judging nobody, right? I'm not judging nobody, but I will make fun of y'all for a second, right? Like I'd make fun of like
as
I'm not
you should.
y'all. Like eating boy butt is crazy. I just think that's crazy.
What's crazy about it?
What's so crazy about it? Like
so many crazy things about eating boy butt, right? Because for one,
it ain't like he's bent down and doing it. Like you could be, down there.
Looking extra uncomfortable at this part. You're like, fine, don't.
I'm just trying to understand what's so crazy.
Okay, Mud, let me ask you a question. Then. What time it is? Oh, it's freaking time. Okay, Mud, let me ask you a question. No, y'all acting like a man just bent over and then she doing it. No. Okay.
Sometimes they are, but okay, continue.
So, okay, I'm gonna ask you a question. Have you ever had a woman give you head like it was so wet where the saliva dripping between your ass crack?
Whoa. Possibly, but I don't remember that.
She never did it then. So you telling me that a woman never gave you some head so sloppy where the saliva is like it's on the couch, it's just everywhere. Between your ass crack.
I don't think I'd be sitting in a position for it to go in my butt.
What is
okay,
happening in life right now?
Listen to me.
That'll
We're not
happen if
talking
you
about
laying-
that
if
yet.
you
We're
laying
not
down,
even.
bro.
I'm not even at
It's
that
time to go to
point.
Down,
bed.
that'll happen to you.
It's
We're
time to
not
go to
even at
bed.
that. I'm not even at that. I'm just saying, have you ever had where you can feel the saliva coming between your? You can. It
Yeah.
just it's wet. Like
It
a lot
You
of
happens.
can
saliva.
have so
Can
many
you-
dudes in your inbox in just a minute.
I know.
Nah,
It's
I
y'all
want you
don't be in
to, I
my
want you
Can
to
I just say
inbox.
stop.
this
I
real
want
quick? Can
you
I
to
just say this real quick?
No, I'm just asking a
Hold on, I'm
question.
just gonna
No,
say something real quick.
I want to see what
So-
you're getting at.
yeah. So okay. So what
I know
I'm
what she's
asking
getting
you
at.
is, yeah, because I'm asking you this question because like most
I'm trying
women.
to slow walk you, bro.
We'll lick it
No,
up.
no. Okay, now listen.
Yeah.
Okay, the reason why I'm asking you this question is because I know a lot of men, they can kind of get. You got some men that don't like that. They don't like overly saliva.
Yeah, it's a little,
You know what I'm saying? Like they don't like that. You see what I'm saying? We're grown. We're talking about say if y'all don't look, y'all get y'all ass on somewhere. You don't if
But
you
ignore
don't
them.
if you don't understand this conversation, if you feel like it's too this and that, you can go home. I mean, you can go on back about your business. Okay. So you said that you never had that, right?
not that I can think of. It's
So
possible. but I
okay,
wouldn't-
so you never had a woman to just go all out with giving you some head.
I think so. Yeah, yeah.
Like she went in between under your nut.
Under my nuts?
Under your nuts.
No, I don't like that.
Hey, let me go read the
Okay,
super
well
chat.
then he probably don't like it then.
I don't play that.
Hold
Okay.
on.
Okay.
Y'all hold tight. I'm going to end this live
Back
stream
chat,
so we can
Bobby.
have this conversation.
Back
Just
chat,
my 4
Bobby.
cents, $2. Megan was a serious alcoholic, so there's that. MC Heavy Tits 9,499. They're past. We're the same. They deserve each other. What you about the name? Just for my 4 cents, $2. Maybe Klay was still working it out with the ex. Just for my 4 cents, $2. What about the guys in the hood before her fame? What's going on, Hemp? This might be risky with the 1999. Also, remember, JR salute the general, salute to the panel. Just 4 cents, $2. They will pretend as good wife for about a year. Wilma Flintstone side piece, $2. Tread with the shades equals Usher. Without the shades, Tracy McGrady. Just my 4 cents, $2. Marilyn Monroe had a classy rap, right? LOL. MC Heavy Tits 9,499. 30% of young men reported not having sex with them again. That means 70% were goosing. What are y'all saying? Carl Anderson, 4832, $2. If everyone gives a little, it adds up to a lot. This is my 4 cents, $2. But yo, Mama Black. Woman of Flintstone side piece, $2. Mont got the bulletproof cape with a matching cap. Laughing emoji. Wilma again, $2 says Devon took one of Chamonix's play it safe courses. Wilma, $2. Devon, you haven't said baby. What's up with that? My mere thoughts, 5742, 499. Men aren't searching for virgins. We just don't want to be the last person to find out we're dating at 3 or 4 at a party. Zenny 3 stacks, $5. Shan ain't talking about I'm tired. Take your sleepy hyena ass to bed. Oh, I thought you was gone. My bad. My mere thoughts, 5742, 199. Is Shan drunk off wine? LOL. Brother Noomsy, a member, $5 super sticker. Thank you. Arizona Poppy, $5 is exactly why positive discourse veers off being purposely obtuse or disingenuous. You really think he's saying drinking makes you a 304? ? MCIW, $2 in court. It came out that she had 5 lovers and a boyfriend.
Yikes.
That dirty soft house, $2. The way they talking about me brick. Lie. Damn. OG J Speed, $2. Box is so bad that a man would say, try me. Egan $2 says eating ass is nasty. Damn. You get E. coli. E. coli. And the back driving $2, bro. Y'all talking like shy peeps in my LS. I want to thank everybody who has contributed to the platform. Appreciate y'all support. Make sure we support everybody on the panel. Check out everything they got going on. Pretty talented folks outside of this show. Make sure y'all support them the same way that you guys support us over here. Y'all make sure y'all enjoy y'all weekend. Y'all be safe out there. If you're on the road, be safe as well. And thank you guys for your constant support. We love you and we out.